Morning, everyone. Hey, everyone. What have I right in there? Morning, Oren. Why are these songs so happy? Because it's playoff weekend, Oren. It's a good weekend. We should be happy. You deserve to be happy, Oren. Morning to Bees. Morning, Eggy. Welcome, everyone. Are we ready for a big weekend? I got my bacon and brie. No, I've got sausage bagel, but you can see it's a little bit mangled. I made a mess of a cut. I tried to just go straight through a bagel. Amateur mistake. Need to go round. That's not the classic. No, I have got some brie in the fridge. I've got no bacon. I'm stocked up on food though. Stocked up on food for the weekend. Let me turn this down. Let me do that. And I think we're ready. Ready for some games? Good. Tri-tip sandwich with Dutch crunch bread? Fuck. Kyvan is living the life we all wish we were. No food in the morning? I need for food, because today is a big day. Today is such a big day. I've been told, reliable sources, some of the best sources you'll ever see. I've been told, there's so much fluff on this shirt. This shirt is just a fluff magnet. But I've been told by reliable sources, we're going to get raided by the Asia stream after this. So we hopefully will have some giveaways. I've beseeched Code Giver Craig, and I have faith in Code Giver Craig to come through on this one. Then we should be getting the official raid from the co-host of the main stream as well. So stream might just be on all day. We'll do some reruns in between games and stuff, but the stream's going to be on all day. So if you want to watch Overwatch for the next 48 hours, you're in the right place. Is Hunter off today? Yeah, Hunter is off today. He's in America right now with SSG, obviously preparing for their big game tonight. And of course, hopefully not, if they have to play again tomorrow. So we'll have no Hunter for this weekend, but he should be back next weekend for the Asia playoffs. Right now though, Korea playoffs. Let me show you what we're working with. We've got the dulcet tones of Korean in the background. This is where we're working with. We're at the semi-final stage. These four teams that we're looking at right here. ZETA Way, Falcons, Crazy Raccoon. All have qualified towards the Asia playoffs, and we'll all be competing in that next week. We are vying for seeding now, and obviously the prize money within the region. So if I scroll back up, I can give you some numbers. Yeah. 3,300, they've all secured that. They win their next game, they guarantee another 2,000. They win the actual thing, they almost double their money. They're up to 9,000. So, worth playing for, huh? Worth playing for. Morning, Backpack. And plus, I think when we get to these games, I know there is like there's sort of this sentiment that in Korea, the games don't always mean that much because there's so many games. But I think really, come on, when Falcons and Crazy Raccoon play each other, they really want to win. This is going to be, it's going to be a proper battle, I think. Oh, thank you, Quazo. Appreciate the 7 months. I think, yeah, as much as they might not matter in terms of qualification, titles, blah, 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 these teams don't want to lose this one. They don't want to lose this one. I think even for a team like Wei, who in many ways, word trap already before 8 AM, in many ways, have already sort of achieved beyond what people expected of them by making it in its top 4. I think what's really important for Wei is if we cast our minds back to the regular season, do you remember the fateful week 4? Maybe it's a little bit cut off, where they beat T1 and then they beat Falcons, then they beat T1, right? And everyone was like, Wei have put themselves on the map. They beat T1 again yesterday, so they got to secure a spot. But now, I think what's really important for Wei is I don't think they win today, but they need to show they can still be competitive, right? Because when we watched the seeding tournament, you know, 3-1, 3-1, 3-0, started to feel like maybe those week 4 results from regular season, a bit of a flash in the pan. So I think for Wei, it's important to prove you're not just the 4th best team. Can you actually hang with these guys? Can you prove it wasn't a fluke in week 4? You didn't just catch Falcons and T1 on a bad day. You're actually good enough to stay at this level and compete with the big 3. Because it's been a big 3 in Korea for so long. Can they establish themselves in that? And a win here today, or even if they lose 4-3 or something, they force a division all the way. I think will be a good sign of that, especially with Zeta Division. They really look like the team to beat at the moment in Korea. So Zeta Division have to come into this playoffs as the favourites, based off the fact that literally last week, they beat all 3 teams involved, right? They beat all 3 of them. 9-3 record, not too shabby against the 3 other strongest teams in the region. So Zeta Division have to be favourites, not just for this game, but the entire tournament. That's the game we're going to start with, the Zeta Division versus Wei, in not long at all. Obviously, Zeta Division chose to pick Wei as well, I think, for a lot of the same reasons, which leaves us with a Falcons Crazy Raccoon semi-final. Watching Japan tomorrow? I don't think so. I'm just going to need the sleep, I think, between NA and Korea. So, so I am planning to leave the stream on overnight, because we're going to get the OWCS raid, and we'll just do some replays and such. But I probably won't be, I won't be up at 5 AM. Maybe that's not too hard to take. Didn't watch all of T1 yesterday. What's wrong with that team? Proud and Donghack are amazing. So I think the draft definitely could have been better. Right, I think if we, I update my database, so let's use the power of the database. Get ready for a color assault. Here we go, quarterfinals. So if we take a look at this, one thing I'm certainly looking at if I'm T1 is we all know Donghack, best on the dive heroes, Winston, Bull, Hazard as well. And then I look at this column here, which is T1's comps. If you can see on the right hand side here. I'm looking at this and going, how the fuck have we only played 2 rounds of Winston, 1 round of Wrecking Ball? Or 1 point even, right? Even less. How have we ended up on this matchup so often when we have the power of bans? Where the bloody hell is a Gibraltar? Where the bloody hell is... I don't know. I guess they did pick an Barney. But where's even like even an Esperanza or something? Why haven't they set up themselves for more success? Why haven't we got Donghack onto some of these best heroes? Heroes that Peppy and Milgaru, they can't match him on. They can't match him on Winston. Milgaru can't even match him on Wrecking Ball. Donghack is better. So I think there's got to be questions of the map draft and the hero draft. You know, again, they're losing this Malgamir a lot. These are the let me undo that line. But these are the bans from T1, and these are the bans from T1. We don't target Who Are You until map 5. We don't target Malga at any point. What is going on, you know? What is going on? We don't target Kiriko, which is obviously a pick Lisu men uses all the time until map 4. Just feels like so many missed opportunities. I didn't see the full details, Oren. Morning Sans as well. But I saw Sparker talking to some of the guys and sort of celebrating. So I presumed it went well. So I think that is part 1 of the problem. Part 2 of the problem is Lisu Min got way more impact than Opener. I think Opener does always feel like, even on paper when we looked at his roster at the start of the season, feels like he was going to be a liability in so many situations. I think maybe the bigger one, because, you know, as much as you can say there's a problem with Opener, yeah, all kind of newness was the situation here. But I think Zest and Viper both very disappointing as well. Like maybe Viper's map 1 was actually pretty good. Played a bit more Tracer than Genji, but have to raise some real questions about the quality of flex DPS in a region that is littered with so many good flex DPS. Zest and Viper really weren't up to the task yesterday. Big problem for T1 and even Donghack actually. I know. I'm talking about Donghack. Donghack on Nambani, loads of mistakes. Even on Saravasa, some key mistakes here. So I think, again, I've got to... I feel bad from that Saravasa a little bit, because actually, I thought T1 played a very good Saravasa. By the time they got there to this point of Amalgamira, I thought they actually played a pretty good Saravasa. And that map could have gone either way. But I think what I want, if I'm T1... is I want some dive maps where Donghack can play his best heroes. Those are my safe bets. I get those maps guarantee, and then I can sort of try and go toe-to-toe on some of the other maps, right? So that if I have a narrow loss on Saravasa, I win Antarctic. You know, maybe I can go 50-50 on the Malga maps, but I win all the dive maps, I win the series, right? I think that's the approach T1 should have. Very similar to the approach we talk about, even for teams like Team Liquid or SSG at times in America, you know, and even TU, especially in EMEA, right? So I think missed opportunities fair. I think Zest Viper underwhelming. I think Donghack made some key mistakes. I think this is always true of Donghack. Once we are on the ground tank heroes, you know, like this Ramon and Barney, suspect in quite a few of those fights, sort of just getting caught before anything happens. So I think some of it is on Donghack, but I also have to say, these are heroes we know Donghack isn't at the same level on. So if we're relying on that to get us through the series, we're probably in a bad spot to begin with. So I think Donghack wasn't really set up for success by his team and his coaches and his draft. And they suffered the results of that. And that's T1 out as well. So if people were like not completely familiar with the format and mistakes, that's T1 out of stage 1. We won't see T1 again until stage 2. Alright, we've got our casters talking about our drops. Drops obviously available on this channel as well. But that means it's time for I should do my pick'ems as well. If you've not done your pick'ems already, remember, during playoffs, it's going to be every day you need to fill in a form because we don't know the matchups. So, gotta lock in my Preds. Now, hard Preds now. I mean, I think this first one, ZETA to win doesn't seem too hot to take at all, right? I think we're in 4-1 or 4-0 territory. I think ZETA are too good right now. As much as I like White, I enjoy how they play. I enjoy their willingness to take risks, to be aggressive, regardless of whether we're against a stronger team or one of the top teams. They just play their game, and I've got a lot of respect for that. But ZETA, I think, are a step too far. Maybe they get one map. One map is probably as far as I'll go. How long am I streaming for? Probably 48 hours, Juliekins. As in, like, I'm going to take some breaks, but I'll put reruns on. So I think the stream itself will be on for 48 hours. So if you want your drops, this is probably a reasonable place to get your drops. We have OWCS drops for Korea. We have them for EMEA and Asia. They might turn it off in the middle for a little bit, those bastards. But it'll be on for more than 8 hours today, and between today and tomorrow easily. So don't worry. Morning Louvre, morning Jarvis. 4-2 on your mama. All right. Now this one, Crazy Raccoon versus Falcon. Now, this could be a tight one, right? We've seen them play very close series before. Falcons came out on top here, and if we cast our minds all the way back to the regular season again, they played in week 4. Crazy Raccoon won 3-2, Falcons won 3-2. So it seems really hard to argue this isn't going to be a nail-biter of a series. So we're looking at 4-3 one way or the other. I'm leaning 4-3 Crazy Raccoon. They traded series so far. They're going to play a best of 7 today. I'm leaning 4-3 Crazy Raccoon. I know Malgameta, good for Falcons. Falcons do seem in very good form. They had a very convincing result over Way, didn't they, at the end here, you know? And Crazy Raccoon, pretty disappointing in that ZETA series, but I feel like Crazy Raccoon, lock in, always better when it counts. Deep we go in the tournament, the better they are. So I'm 4-3 Crazy Raccoon. That's going to be the swing game today. If anyone can get that Crazy Raccoon Falcons game correct, I think it's going to be a big swing factor. All right, just in time for the walkouts, which means it's probably time for me to eat some sausage.
진짜 제타 디비전 같은 경우에는 원래도 탱커와 힐러들의 밸런스가 정말 좋다. 근데 약간 아쉬웠던 거 딜러들의 그런 결정력, 클러치 능력이 약간 아쉽다라는 평가를 받았는데, 야, 이 제타의 딜러들이
bacon bagel, not bacon, sausage bagel. Some type of pork and some type of bread.
완성시키면서 시드 결정전 전승을 하면서 당당하게 1시드권을 받았거든요. 하지만 이미 다른 팀이 제타의 전략을 보고 그걸 이제 파괴하려고 준비해 왔을 거라 과연 이 조합을 두 번째로 보여준 제타가 어떤 식으로 대응할지가 핵심이죠.
웨이를 선택하면서 눈높이 차이를 다시 알려주려는 제타 디비전이 되겠습니다. 그리고 이에 맞서는 웨이가 등장합니다. 자, 제타에게 선택당한 웨이입니다. 웨이는 근데 이렇게 외쳐야 될 것 같아요. 우릴 고른 걸 후회하게 해주지 라고 외쳐야 돼요.
네. 앞 경기에서 제타의 딜러진이 각성했다라고 말씀을 드린다면 웨이도 마찬가지거든요. 특히 후알료 선수에게
Morning, no idea.
겐지의 단독 처치.
I saw your message, by the way. Sorry, I've not responded yet, but I've seen it. I think it's a good idea. But I've also got a few thoughts. But I'll probably wait. I'll probably message you after the weekend when I've got more time. Making a salmon bagel? I've gone sausage. Would you ever co-stream with Avril together? I know he's casting now. I normally do it with Hunter. I'm very Hunter build. I think in general, I'm quite elitist with who I stream with. Quite elitist with who I stream with. Basically, if you've been invited to a wedding, you can come on the stream, you know? Where is that bitch ass Australian? He's working! He's got a big game today! I think so, Prosto. I won't bore you with the entire technical details, but long story short, I think NVIDIA Broadcast, which is a program that I use to help remove background noise and my keyboard noises and all of this live, is using way more GPU than it used to, for whatever reason. Computers change, I guess. Programs change. So I've tweaked some of my OBS settings, which should mean it balances a little bit better between how much I use my GPU and CPU. I was having a few problems on the Thursday stream. I didn't have them yesterday, so I think I fixed it. The proof will be in the pudding when I do the next one. Worst case for YouTube, at least, I can always just turn it off and do it in post in like Sony Vegas. So I think I've solved it. Any idea how ZETA decides when they swap Pelly and Al for you? No. Yeah, me too, Prosto. Coin toss? And I presume they just have maps they normally scrim and that's it. I think the real answer to this, as much as it's a bit of a meme, is... oh, good shout, sis. Where am I going? YouTube... YouTube, there we go.
Interesting that Pepe handles most of the interviews.
Also to note that Rascal's the other coach for ZETA Division, but I don't think I've really seen much of Rascal on these interviews, so... the Goon is back on...
what was I going to say? Yeah, I think what happens is when you have two players for Caliber of Alpha, either Caliber of Pelican, there is something you have to do quite often as the coaching staff in terms of balancing playtime. Players like to play. So when you've got two players with such established reputations, such high ceilings, you kind of end up playing both of them. It's like a keep everyone happy type thing.
Why did you choose Wei? So this is in reference to ZETA Division selecting Wei as the team for the single elimination semi-final match.
Yeah, Backbone should be on later as well for all of the EMEA and North America action.
Obvious, we'll see what Changun says.
Do you have some thoughts on if you're invited to the wedding, you can come on the stream? You have thoughts, do you, Coleman? Wait, here's one for you. Wedding thought for you, Coleman. No head table.
For the match between Team Falcons and Crazy Raccoon, so he's selecting this to put Crazy Raccoon on the other side of the bracket against Falcons, which makes a lot of sense.
I don't know how you feel about that. Obviously, you've been on a few head tables in your time. I don't know how strongly you feel about that, but I think we're going no head table. You will still be on the bride and groom's table for what it's worth, Coleman, but it'll be a bigger table, essentially.
Revenge is possible.
Sit outside with the alpacas if you like.
Of course, this is a reference to they played each other, ZETA and Wei, in the seeding matches.
Semi-finals only today. Morning, Hadouken King.
Once there at least was a map win there.
As you can see from the bloodlust in Pepe's eyes, he is driven by vengeance.
일단 웨이 팀이 이번 스테이지를 진행하면서 갈수록 주차가 갈수록 정말 성장하는 무섭게 성장하는 모습을 보여줬기 때문에 저희도 오늘
grand final tomorrow. Semi-finals today.
빠지는 선수 없이 다들 정말 잘한다고 생각을 합니다. 다만 역부족이지 않나.
아직 역부족이다 이렇게 강하게 견제가 들어왔어요. 어떨까요?
뭐 역부족일 수도 있는데 이제 한 세트 두 세트 따이다 보면은 얼굴이 좀 빨개지고 그러지 않을까 싶네요.
역부족이지만 한 세트 두 세트 따이다 보면 생각이 좀 달라지실걸요. 이렇게 페피 선수의 맞받아.
If Ada isn't on Sojourn Perma, they're trolling. Don't you mean Bastion?
새로운 챔피언의 탄생을 노리는 제타 그리고 창단 이후 첫 결승.
No, Max, the caster is part of a package. You just got to pick between which casters you want. 4-3 Crazy Raccoon.
마지막에 저희가 좀
What are
고백을
the
좀 많이
preparations for
마쳤어요.
today's game?
올해는 꼭 저희가
Is the next
획득하는
question.
모습 팬분들에게 보여드리고 앞으로도
Ace Winner was cooking.
유지될
He
수
had
있는
like, what team was it he did it on North America last season? There was a North American, like,
Last time,
some
but
bum
I'll show
team in
myself
North
winning
America.
today, and that will be a
No
reference
offense to North America and their bums. But
I assume that
there was some
would
bum
be
team
for
in North
Pepe,
America where he had
given
like a
the
crazy
loss to
Runa
Zeta.
Sappy last season.
열심히 하겠습니다.
YFP, thank you,
Zeta
sis.
winning
Yeah.
matches.
He had an insane Runa Sappy.
Yeah, Zeta haven't exactly been losing much recently.
It's a qualifier for a seeding group stage, Max. You got to qualify to get to the group stage, win the group stage, you get to the real playoffs. You know, there's always another. Is you keep going through a door in Korea, you have some success, you go through a door, there's another fucking door. No, all these teams have qualified.
Our maps, possibility of going to 7. It is an FT4 today.
Yeah, all 4 of these teams sealed it. The teams that are out, T1 are dead, FTG dead.
Go further. Samoa
Yeah.
up first.
Let's
That
beat these guys.
퍼센트 승률. 웨이 같은 경우는 2전 전승입니다.
네, 그러니까 밀가루 선수가 들어오는 러쉬 계열의 형태를 안 한 건
And then,
아니라서
then these top 4 teams, then they go into. There's a few more stages. Hold on, I'll talk you through all the stages. We got time to go through all the stages. Then you go into the group stage. You go into the group stage with the Pacific and the Japanese teams. You go into the group stage. You filter yourself out into the top two, which will be 2 Koreans and 2 Koreans. And then we go into a double elimination bracket. So realistically, everyone down to 3 or 4 lives is the state we're at in Korea. Only 3 or 4 lives left, you know, so
네, 점점 더 잘해줘요.
gotta be careful.
이제 볼을 받고 있는 듯한 느낌인데, 그러니까 웨이가 이제 펠콘을 잡아내면서 좀 4강
Oh,
좀 이변을
I wish T1 were dead. A T1 a partner team, yes. First partner team, and that double limit is all first to 4? Good. Just keep giving them infinite chances. Keep giving them chances. NA and EU, no. Actually, maybe you know this better than me, Anto, but I think it's all best of 5. Maybe the grand final itself is best of 7 in NA and EU. But I don't. None of the normal games are. I don't know. All right. Well, if anyone knows for sure, let me know. Let Anto know.
뒷라인도 뭐 지금 저도 그렇고 양해설 분도 그렇고 뒷라인 쪽에 이야기를 좀 많이 해주세요.
네, 그러니까 제타가 이제 마오가 조합을
You booked your warm up like 6 hours ago for today's match. Perfect.
굉장히 재미를 많이
Draft ready to go, Max? You got your game plan?
서필이 유명한 팀이거든요. 오늘 뭐 뱀픽
Or you're just gonna pick your bands with which way the wind's blowing?
대전 볼 수도 있습니다.
맞습니다. 뭐 제타도 그렇고 웨이도 그렇고 뭐 뒷라인 전부 투서피를 또 자신 있어 하는 팀들이니까.
저 제타, 웨이 두 팀 다.
Oh, thank you, Cassie.
본인 팀의 밸류가 가장 잘 사는 팀이라고 볼 수 있겠는데.
Even with the
그치만
this, I
저희는
guess,
그
still
다른
sub.
것도 생각을 한번 해봐야
Does he call him Yuft?
그러면은
Even with the
서브
Yuftis.
힐러, 메인 힐러 이렇게 서필 원원 조합을
I mean, to be fair, Cassie, if it makes you feel better, I thought the main problem with that team was the management. It was the management of the team, yeah. In my humble opinion.
어쨌거나 폭으로만 보자면 영웅 폭으로만 보자면 제타가
Unk, you need to know if you should ban Ash map 5 or 7, of course. Of course. That's actually important.
무조건 제타 응원만 하시고 안 하실 거 나가세요.
It's alright, Cassie. I always have time for someone who accepts responsibility. Does Hunter do any legitimate coaching? We'll find out tonight.
그 가포상 일본 중계진이거든요.
I'm honestly excited to play Bullfarrow and Esperanza. Cap gave us some huge pointers, and I feel we've leveled up. Fuck. Did you get that? Did you get that entire episode translated for Kellen?
한번 말씀을 한번 해주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 반갑다고. 반갑다고요?
He's.
말해도 될까요?
가능해요? 가능하잖아요.
가능해야 하죠.
First to 3 tomorrow for an A. Thank you, Bear. All right, Max. Lock it in for map 5. I mean, Cap is good for it because it's just everything Cap says is all one level. Like he says everything with the same amount of seriousness, and it's all, you know, fairly serious. So, and he just slips. He slips them in there. He slips them in there. So it's just buried in there. Not that deep.
들어갈 수 있고.
And he doesn't. A lot of people, when they do the bit, you know, or they sort of make the coy comment or the little, it's almost like a wink to camera moment where they're anticipating the reaction or the laugh. Cap, just straight to camera. A true professional.
옆에는 또 굉장히 좀 캐릭터가 많이 그려져 있기도 하고. 저거는 무슨 의미인지.
Where does Kellen?
오늘 그림들이
Where does Kellen live? He's in America right now, but he lives in Korea. I don't know specifically where though. I'm sure Unsure will send you his postcode.
우승까지 왜냐면 지금 한 경기 이기면 결승전이잖아요. 우리 팀이 올라가자마자 첫 시즌에 결승하는 그 기대감이 있으시고 제타 팬분들은 시드 결정전 못.
Has T1 once won on ZETA? I don't believe so. I mean, honestly, T1 haven't won over that many teams in general. They went from 6th place into elimination. I don't think they beat any of the big teams. They beat FTG. They did go 3-2 with ZETA. All the way back. But yeah, the only team they've beaten is FTG. Out of like the top teams. Thanks, Hunter. Is the rainy day tracer still on? Yes, don't worry. If you weren't able to secure yourself a rainy day tracer last week, but you still find yourself constantly rained on, maybe looking for a way to represent your favorite hero, but the weather outside isn't quite right for it, you still get a rainy day tracer right now if you gift 2 community subs to an Overwatch streamer, like myself, for example. Just an example. You can also do it if you do a tier 1 plus another sub, !SAS for full terms and conditions. That's going to be running all the way until the 9th of March. So there's always more time to get your rainy day tracer, so do not worry. Farmers will love this rain, of course, like yourself. Team that always punches down. Team that can only punch down. Whoa! Thank you, Color Hex. Color Hex keen for his rainy day tracer skin. Beautiful. Just in time to run it down on Tracer in the Pacific playoffs. Thank you as well, Sans as well. Appreciate the gift. Thank you guys. The Australasian contingent coming in clutch. Thank you as well, Sans again. That's 2 rainy day tracers in 2 minutes, even less than 2 minutes. Thank you very much. I'm gonna eat well. One if Australasian. I didn't want to disrespect New Zealand. I feel like New Zealand overlooked frequently. 2 if Samoan. Thank you, Bread. I feel like Pepe still had it yesterday, even a bit on Malgo. We didn't see that much Sigma, but he still had it. LeBron watching YouTube chat says, Prime Taimu greater than Wob. Yeah, I'd cop that. Why not? Like Taimu. Nice guy. Not really, but a fun guy. Used to play TF2 with him. I was his backup. The understudy. And then our careers maybe went slightly different ways.
겐지만 밴당한다고 끝이 아니라 겐지의 뒤를 서포팅 해줄 수 있는 아나라든지 키리코가 잘리게 되면 웨이의 힘이 빠지는 것도 약간은 사실이라서 이런 뱀픽을 좀 견뎌낼 수 있느냐가 좀 핵심이 될 것
He'll have the players have been on stage for quite a while.
사운드 이슈가 살짝 좀 있다고 합니다. 그래서 이 부분을 좀 고치고 있는 상황이고요. 다 고치게 되면 바로 경기 들어가게 될 텐데.
What do you mean? Are you implying I've never done a hard day's work, Max? I've done many. Not all of us can be farm hands, you know, live that true working class life. But I've done my share of hard work. I worked at a cinema. Do you think that that cinema ran itself? Do you think the popcorn popped itself? Come on, Max. Nothing says working class like inherited properly. Exactly. He has princess hands? Yeah, I could believe it. I could believe it. Farmers aren't working class? I guess because of all the land they own, right? Too much land.
누군가요? 잘 어울리네요. 저거 무슨
What am I looking at here?
그런 게 된 건가요? 저 입술이 왜 이렇게
뻘겋죠?
입술이
맞아요.
왜 이렇게 뻘겋죠?
와.
야.
아니 이질감이 하나도 없네요.
네. 아 그리고 무려 2장을 이어붙인 치어풀. 네.
그만큼 제타 팬분들이 오늘 많은 기대를 해주시고 계십니다. 오늘
Just working no class. A rare shot at farmers.
향하는 거고 웨이도 마찬가지로 그렇게 되면 바로 결승에 되는 거예요.
Those good for nothing farmers have had it too good for too long. Finally, someone willing to take him down a peg or two.
차츰 포텐을 터뜨리고 있어요.
네. 그러니까 어떻게 보면은 프로씬에 좀 오래 있었지만 결승전과는 큰 여지.
We all know when to Anta had no class, to be fair.
마무리했던 선수들이 최근에 정말
Make way
이제
for the new
결승전을
generation.
열고 있습니다.
네, make way for the new generation.
Oh, he said generation.
말씀을
Oh.
따로 드리진
Can you start the game? Yeah, I'll message Craig right now.
베르나르 선수, 후알류 선수 이 두 뭐라고 해야 될까요? 베테랑인 두 선수들이
Oh, I just saw we have a timeout request on Unter. I don't think I timeout Unter because he's a mod.
쭉쭉 뚫어주고 있거든요.
I think he's stuck. He's protected. Can we refund it? Surely one of our mods has the refund. You just want to time me out? Oh, I'm gonna have to remod you afterwards, but all right. He's gone. He's been shot. Just unmod him? Yeah. I need... You know what that was? You know what that was? I originally wasn't going to do it because I was like, oh, he's a mod, you know, I have to remod him afterwards, blah, 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 blah. And then Unter was like, just do it. The slightest breeze and I changed my opinion. That was actually an exact recreation of Unter going into map 5 saying we have to ban Tracer, it's the best ban, it works perfectly with our game plan. And then somebody going, I don't know, I don't like Ashe. And then Unter's like, of course, you're right, Ashe, it has to go. Unfortunately, I guess me and Unter are just the same person. What's that? The wind is changing direction ever so slightly? I guess I'll shift my entire plans then.
남들이 마우가 준호를 할 때 우리만의 길을 간다. 아나, 겐지, 키리코 가자 하고 들어가는 굉장히 공격적인 팀이라 이게 공격적인 그런 변수 많이 나는 팀 좋아하시는데 아직도 응원팀 못 찾으시면 오늘 경기 보시고 찾으시는 것도 나쁘지 않습니다.
Max has sent me a very kind message. Definitely didn't contain the words kill or the words yourself in in some order. Morning, Andra. Can we make a 500k point redeem some ban answer? People are too rich in this chat. People are. We've gone beyond the working class. There's too many people who would instantly pull the trigger. He certainly does cone. He certainly does cone.
밀가루 선수 오늘은 걸린 게 많아요. 시작부터 강력분으로 가야 되거든요. 그렇죠. 예. 아하.
All right, are we locking in? Ready for our first game? All right. Where are we going? Samoa? Anaban from Zeta Division. So it feels like, obviously, Ana is a ban normally associated with the dive maps. Ana is a ban normally associated with the dive maps. And trying to interfere with no sorts of comps. I think for the most part, though, Zeta Division and Wei, they're pretty happy to play mostly similar competitions. I expect it's going to be a very Mauga-heavy game. Based off what Wei played yesterday, based off what Zeta Division played in the seeding tournament last week, and just based off the fact that everyone's bloody playing Mauga now. If you listen to the street, you stick your head out the window, you hear what they're saying. They're all saying Mauga. They're all talking about Samoa. Milgari will be in for this starting map as well, and the Ana ban now factors into the Mauga mirror quite a lot because we're seeing Ana Juno as really the go-to support duo in a lot of these situations. Just the ability to nade in so many of these trades, the ability to see them sleep in some of these frontline trades as well, makes Viana, even before they get their perks, a super valuable part of this competition, super powerful. Without that, obviously we're going to see something slightly different. And we are starting on downtown, which maybe explains why we saw both tanks for Wei play Mauga yesterday. But the fact that Milgari might be starting on ball here on downtown probably tells us why we've got Milgaru instead of this. Alright then. Predictions closed. No Bastion from Aid. I'm sure a lot of the away fans will be happy not to see Aid on Bastion here. It's going to be Diva here at Bernard, anticipating the ball swap, or the ball pick rather. Who are you lurking on the flank? The real MVP, the star man yesterday for Wayne. Gave it to Zest. Gave it to Viper. And now he's going to give it to Alpha Yi. It's only a 1-for-1 trade though. Slam into the back. Who are you is going in for more. Use his dash just to close the distance, so he can't get on this hit scan right now. Gonna regroup with Lee Soo-min. Gets whipped back by Violet. Violet's not scared. Violet's gonna chase him out. Violet wants control of a point. Bernard's gonna get on the back line as well. Trying to chase down this Juno, but Maka is too fast. Gets around the corner. Full rail for Flora. Who are you though? Has his cooldowns back. Just a defensive dash though, just for the damage. Keeping the point contested. Another slam timing coming from Milgaru now. Aid is back on the Sombra right now. Will be forced out. And Who Are You's got Alfie again. Farah, Genji, no problem. Who Are You is just good for it every single time. Thank you, Real Depina, for the 2 months as well. Hello. And now, they're trying to get the first flip of this. Who Are You's going to dive in again. Violet is 1 HP, but doesn't confirm the kill. Small margins when you make these aggressive plays on Genji, and this time it goes against Who Are You. Player advantage now for ZETA Division. They haven't conceded the flip either yet. Eyes on Lee Soo-min. Flora's going to need a little bit more help, but the mines catch Finn before he can Ray. Bernard's traded it back 1-for-1. They do have the rally here from Violet. Violet doesn't want to use it. They want to clear the ball. Oh, the slam through. Flora gets taken. Rolled over. Violet still holding. Discipline on all these ults. Kitsune rushes invested from Lee Soo-min. Bernard will use for self-destruct. Violet now pops for rally. Self-destruct coming through to make sure they get that remake. Pocketing the remake through. The blade over the top. Violet will bash away. Only slices onto Bernard right now. Still, no one has capped the point. Ray trade at the choke. Coming back through. Who Are You? Looking for the lineup. Goes for Violet. Secures the kill. Bernard's traded one, but they've lost their backline now. ZETA Division. No heals is going to make this a very difficult test. Alpha is back on the Tracer. But I think finally they're going to have to concede it. They're trying to... Oh, they can actually catch Lee Soo-min. Maybe they won't have to finally concede it. Flora's coming back with Overclock. Far from over. Yep. Everyone's going to get an ult in this first fight. DPS ults for ZETA Division to contest here. Aid nearly has that EMP. They do concede the flip. Way now have it. Slam comes through onto Flora. Will survive that initial aggression. Now going with the Overclock. Eyes on Who Are You. Forces him to dash out. Still has the deflect. Has to be careful. Who Are You trying to milk his cooldowns as long as possible. But now he's out of cooldowns. He cops a body shot. Trying to find the finishing blow. Does find the finishing blow. Keeps on track of that one. Gets another rail. The EMP comes out and catches Violet though. Mines at the choke. ZETA Division have flips during that Overclock. And now the pounce onto Lee Soo-min. He is in big trouble. Alpha Yi will secure that one. Ball will be forced out as well. Still trades back and forth. It's an absolute dogfight. Bernard is still trying to hold on to this. Pulse Bomb is available. Looking for it. Miss from Alpha Yi. Gets himself to the Mega. But they've killed Bernard on point. Oh, they really needed that Pulse Bomb kill from Alpha Yi. Doesn't go through, and ZETA are going to have to concede the flip again. Alright, that was about 1 billion ults in one fight. Violet is going to get caught out here as well. Late deaths, and Way can maybe stabilize here. As the ults settle, it's going to be a whole lot of nothing for most. Maybe just a self-destruct. Alfie is going back to the Farah. Flora is on Cass. Matches up nice into the Sombra, nice into the ball. As long as they can keep Flora alive in these situations. Milgaru, he's on the roof! Oh. Farah's meant to be the queen of the skies, but Milgaru keeping him in check right here. Looking for his next opportunity. Big roll through as well. 85% on this Mines. Ray push coming in as well. Alfie has been separated. Alfie is on the run. But Who Are You? They're coming for him. He's trying to hide in the tree. He can't escape. They hunt down Alfie. He's split from his team. Nowhere is safe from Way right now. Slam to chase some of these kills as well. Pressure onto Finn. He's given him a little bit of a wiggle, and he's going to re-push with Ray. Blade is available for Who Are You, but the bash for double support ult from ZETA Division too strong. And they have to burn both support ults for it, but they can get themselves on point. They can clear out this Sombra. They should be able to clear out this ball sooner or later. And ZETA Division will get the point back in their hands, but an expensive way to do it. We see Alpha Yi going over to the Torp now as well. So very different looking comp here from ZETA Division in terms of the DPS they're using. And Way have a swap to Hazard, as well as a Blade, a Rally, and EMP to throw into this. Very difficult fight. Very difficult fight.
잘안 나올 수도 있습니다. 근데 궁극기 리코 좀 보는
Bernard has the shield system perk, so he's going to have extra shield healing, and obviously he's Matrix when he eats projectiles. Give him a little bit more shield as well. Aid is going to be cleared out on the flank. Heal that turret, Alpha Yi. Keep the 6th man alive. He's just important as the rest of you. Trying to work their way in now. Rally has been caught by Lee Sin mid. They're just trying to bully back Bernard. But High Noon will relieve this pressure for now, but EMP for Aid could be the hammer. They're looking for it. Swing it around, try to spy check. Violet gets round. He still gets hit by the EMP, though. They're chasing him down. Violet will get hunted down. The blade was used in all of that as well, but Flora's too far away. So Who Are You has not found big value with this blade. 2 DPS ults, 1 kill. Alpha E is going to poke himself onto point. 96%, just short of it, but they trade Milgaru. It didn't quite have the mech, but he's in Baby Diva form right now. 4v4 situation. They're trying to keep him alive. They can't. Who Are You will hunt that one down. Flora and Violet still trying to peek on. Violet's going to take his turn. Torpedoes are out to keep Violet alive. Flora needs to find something, needs to find a pick. Lots of damage on the Juno. Dink onto Who Are You. Can't find the finishing blow. Bernard now has the mech back. Or has the respawn back, rather. Ray comes out from Maka. Finn doesn't quite have it yet. Violet's going to get run over, and this is just going to be way taking it. They don't have the ults to respond. And ZETA Division. Big trouble right now. Bernard's going to try and find a way out of here, but I think he's just getting staggered. Yeah, sure. He's going to have to self-destruct. They need to try and get back into mech. They really want that kill. Virus is out. Can't get him out. Can't kill the baby. High Noon was actually invested there from Flora as well. ZETA Division, we have both support ops coming back. Ray, Rally, they were good with this last time. Molten Core to clear point as well. Molten Core will come through, take a little bit of space. They still have both support ops here. Downpour comes out, looking for anyone. Doesn't catch anyone with that Downpour. Now they have rallied. Milgaro has to slow it down. Lee Min not so lucky. Tried to rally back, but 2 beats 1 in terms of a support ult trade. And now Way, they've scattered to every corner of the map. They are playing for one more attempt, and they have an EMP with which to do it. Bernard's going to catch Makavo. All on Aid to find value. Who Are You is 1 HP. Milgaro is low. The EMP comes through. Alpha U will be taken down. They need more kills out of this. Milgaro is too low to follow up. They're all over him right now. Milgaro will fall. And ZETA Division might just be holding on to this downtown. The Dink will seal it. Alright. What a way to start. What a way to start this series, no?
보고 파라 잡는 선택도 대단한데 그게 작정하고 파라를 잡으니까 알파이 선수가 아예 토르비온 들었던 게 오히려 좀 메이스에 좀 카운터가 되지 않았나 싶습니다.
버티겠다. 굉장히 공격적으로 들어오니까.
Alright, everyone got a couple of ults in that each. What was it, 2 minefields in the opening fight?
그러다 보니까 그 토르비온 카운터가 좀 까다롭게 저는
Milgaro looked good for. I was a little bit surprised to see Milgaro swap off the ball. I know they kind of swapped to like for Cass and stuff that can make it hard for him, but part of me I just thought like you can just do it, you know. The Cass is a problem to deal with, but it's not the same as like an Ana and a Groggy perk, right? I think a big reason you banned the Ana in to try and ban the Ana in some of these situations would be exactly that. I mean, obviously they banned the Malga anyway, not the Ana, but you know what I mean. But the fact that the Ana's banned, they can still exploit it, even if it wasn't their ban. Alright, we're over onto Beach, and it's going to be Hazard versus Diva, Farah Sojourn versus Ashe, Genji. Alfie is going to be trying to mark the flank here. I'm not convinced this is the best Farah point, really. Alfie for now just playing essentially a bit of a sniper Farah, just opposite side of the map, trying to lay in damage. They're going to try and clear him out a little bit right now, but Lee Min actually pushing into that Farah can always be a little bit tricky. Going to try and take some space direct onto Maka as well. He's looking for the finishing blow here, Alfie. Can't find it. He's getting full pack support there from Violet beneath him. And this one will be a little bit more of a straightforward first fight for ZETA Division. This one won't be going on 3 weeks and 2 days. This will be over in a flash. And Alfie getting another pick there onto Aid. Seems like in general what you normally do if you have like an Ashe or any hit scan on the retake on this map or even first fight is you try and retake through the coast area. And I think what they're trying to use Alpha to do is get that pack support, play over that house next to coast, and just keep that hit scan in check, make their life really hard. And it certainly seemed to work in that first fight. You can see Aid now on the far right of Flora's screen. He's trying to take a little bit of space. A very wide approach to this way. Genji, Brig on one side. Ashe all the way on the other. Alfie is going to be trying to mark the Genji side this time. Means Aid might have a little bit of space. Violet will get the whip. Bashes away. Chases on for Who Are You. Violet not scared at all of this Genji. Happy to keep taking that duel, but Aid has the space on the other side of the map. Alfie has confirmed the kill, but they've lost Flora. 4v4 situation as Aid moves on to point. No ults just yet for ZETA Division, and they have conceded the flip from that, so Wei took a lot of attention on the right-hand side with that Brig Genji pairing, and then just bullied their way around the rest of the point. And now Violet's been walled off underneath. Violet's surely going to go down here. No, Matrix is there. It's not enough. Lee Min with the whip in the back. Now they're trying to come through underneath. They have the Ray to keep pushing here. Finn's going to drop it down. Maka doesn't have it yet right now. Alfie burning through this Bob. Bob will die. Comes through. Downpour was thrown in there. Doesn't catch anything though. And now the Hazard is trying to hunt him down. Milgar is good for a trade. Who Are You is back in the fight as well. And I think they might just be taken this way. Yeah, Bernard realizes the fight is gone. They give him a flip as well. We'll eat the wall and reset off the map. Wei back into it again. And that was actually... no support ults used for Wei. They got it for just for Downpour and the Bob, which is a pretty good trade, all things considered. Now double support ult coming back for Wei. Great ability to hold on to this one. Barrage available for Alpha E, Flora with the overclock as well, so a few tools to try and ease their way onto point here. ZETA Vision opened up some space, maybe even force out one of his support ults early. You can see Maka, he wants to go close, he wants to go on top of him. There's a slide in from Flora, torpedoes come out, they use it Barrage as well to turn to Milgaru, and the DPS ults, they do too much. Who Are You is still trying to play to solve it. Deflected rocket actually hits Alpha E for what it's worth. Doesn't get the kill though, and Who Are You's going to have to run and play his life. He's regrouped with Lee Min on the side, and they are going to rally back here. They are turning on Violet, and Violet didn't expect that rally to come back out. Lee Min is still trying to live. There's a Farah above him. He's going to bash. He's going to block the next rocket as well. Lee Min's really doing his best to min-max this, but he's out of shield and will finally get taken down. Aegis found a trade during all of this, and while they spent all this time trying to kill Lee Min, the DPS from Wei, they're cleaning everything up. Milgar is back on point. Wei still have control of it. They have to try and remake right now. Bernard's going to go for it. Bernard does get the remake. Violet is back in for one more death. Alfie's coming back. Bernard has managed to flip the point thanks to that self-destruct as well. So this has brought valuable time for ZETA Vision to get their sport and give themselves another crack. They're desperate for Finn's raid right now. They're trying to hold on to point. Finn, oh no, the torpedo into headshot. He's taken down. He was 94%, and that'll just be it. Aid good for Dink follow-up here as well. And it looks like just going to be good for this one. Alright, just going to get the Ash perks on that one as well. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone Viper Sting, so he gets that extra damage, I think. I think he might have gone, yeah. Hunter on the ropes again. Fuck.
그래서 깊게 들어오다가 아무래도 제타가 들어오기에 좀 좋은 조합은 아니다 보니까 역으로 들어가 잡히는 이러자. 근데 저는 이 수비
When does Chris pray? I don't know when Chris prays, but Chris plays on Sunday. So I imagine, if anything, Chris will also be praying on Sunday. So it might be a pray and play Sunday.
두 번째 라운드는 웨이가 가져가면서 1대1 동점이 맞춰졌어요. 조합은 그대로 갈 것 같습니다.
Gonna try playing tonight instead. Wait, worth a shot, Chrissy. Worth a shot. Volcano to decide it then. Gonna be Hazard versus Diva again. Alfie on the Farah. Already, ZETA Vision trying to flip to the opposite side of the map right now. They've got Flora on that side on Alfie. Milgari's going to try and line up and disengage for now. Happy to try and clear the point as Who Are You tries to find a way to encroach, but pressure here onto Lee Min to force him back for now. But it's Violet who actually gets caught first. Now Who Are You onto the back line, dueling it out with Finn. Finn trying to make it work, can't make it work. It'll be easy kills off the back there. And Wei take the first cap. Chance for a retake now for ZETA Vision. But Ara's going to go onto the Hazard mirror. Rail catches Aid in the face, but he'll live. Peeking, oh my god, peeking into the Farah right now. Unbelievable here. It's actually worth noting that he has... he's got the Sidewinder and the Viper Sting. The Viper Sting is where you get extra damage if you hit 2 headshots in a row. So, alright. Farah not going anywhere for Alfie. He's going to swap over onto the Genji. Ray's about to come up as well. Who Are You is marking his left-hand side, runs into Alfie. Scope shots, yeah, worth noting. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Slash and Roses. Looking for it again. Doesn't find anything. It's worth noting these headshots also will give him ammo back. For now, though, they come and take the dive in, but Flora's just good for it. Disruptor shot comes through. Who will get cleaned up. And ZETA Vision will get themselves back on point.
거기서 변수를 많이
Give themselves a foothold back in this one,
58%에서 끊어냈습니다.
which they desperately need.
일방적으로 내어줬던 그
Double support ult available for Zeta Division. Way are just behind it right now. Rally's a little bit short, but the blade advantage might be the biggest difference maker here. When these ults are getting all thrown in at the same time, the fact now Who You has a blade because he started on Genji versus Alfie who had to swap to it. Big difference maker. It's a split push throw and a bob to force point to start. They bullied it out. It's a Rally coming through. Who Are You gets away from that bash. Goes back in now with a bit of help from Bob, but Violet, he can get out of that one as well. Downpour comes through right now. Don't know if we caught all that much. I think Violet was able to shield it, but they still push forward with the Ray. Flora's got one with the overclock though. He's going to get bashed by Lee Soo-min. He get traded as a result of that. Now Lee Soo-min packing up, trying to keep everyone safe. Another bash onto Violet as well. And Who Are You just there to follow up on all these bash kills. And Wei win that big trade. Had more ults for it. Now Zeta Division. One more shot at this retake. No ults here. Aid is looking for the shot. Misses the first one though. Wayne might try and go early, surprise Zeta Division here. Alfie's going to blade. Just coming out, takes care of Maka on the flank. There we go. Easy in the end, thanks to this blade. Has to sheave it at an unfortunate time. We'll just wait it out. They can stagger raid out, if anything, as well here. Stop him trading Finn. Zeta Division give themselves back on point for just a single ult as well. So about as efficient as you could hope for with Zeta Division. They have the downpour for the next fight as well. Lee Soo-min has made his way onto the Kiri. A hero that Lee Soo-min likes to play, but in this particular situation as well, also having the Suzu to counteract that downpour, going to feel very good for his team. They are doing a bit of a split push right now. It's a Kiri and Genji on the flank, and Alfie is trying to keep this contained while the rest of Wei are going to try and make their approach through main. A trying to swing now, will take that dive in from Bernard. Meanwhile, Milgara is looking for the backline. He's got pressure onto the Juno right now, trying to find it. Will combine onto Flora right now. Flora slides away. Milgara will wall and run, but Downpour to chase him down, but Downpour catches him. Didn't have that wall. He is trapped in there, 23 HP. Downpour is good for Bernard. Wade tried to make the first move, and Zeta Division clean and efficient one for that as well, but forced Sui to jump off the map, and now Zeta Division in pole position. They have the raid, they have the rally, and this could be the finisher. Expect Wei to start with a bob to point as well, but without the support ults to back this up, Wei are in a very difficult situation. They need their DPS. Aid is just on point. He's just going to start capping it without using the bob. They've lost Maka in main. They're all coming back for Aid now. Aid, they're all coming for you. Aid's going to keep running, keeps walking. He's created a lot of space and distraction here, and Virali actually got nothing from Zeta Division. They kill the Bob and they kill Aid. But now Milgari, if he has the downpour as this Ray comes out, can he find value in it? He tries to throw it at the flank. Can he catch anyone? I think he's caught a lot of them, actually. He's going to turn the Flora kill off it, but Who Are You dies. Crucial kill from Alpha Yi coming in right there. They're trying to pocket Milgaru in this corner. Double pocket coming Milgaru's way. He leaps back out. He hits the slash. Milgaru is not done yet. Lee Soo-min nearly has the Kitsune rush as well. Will be dropping. Double TP, then drops it on point as well. Trying to walk through that wall. Oh, they C9! The wall stops Lee Soo-min getting on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think they had it. I think they had it. If that doesn't happen, of course. Oh, should we get an action replay of that? Fuck. Because downpour is massive from Milgaru. Gets the kill onto Flora. I mean, Who Are You dies as well, 95% play, so quite easily could have been very different. But when they double pocket here, Maka, I think, does eventually die, maybe. Then Lee Soo-min hits the double TP out. Then does that. I mean, maybe he can't touch anyway. I don't know if the wall actually changes it. Maybe the C9 was before the touch anyway. I think it's just actually Milgaru's fault, right? Like, Milgaru goes for a play and no one else has the touch. Yeah, they hadn't actually flipped the point. Yeah. Milgaru could just stay there longer, right? If Milgaru just stays in this corner, then they do the Kitsune rush. Ooh, my pen's really small. Milgaru just stays on point for a little bit longer, then they do the push. Then he goes in for his aggressive play, right? And then we have Blade coming back and all of this, right? I mean, Zeta Division going to have Blade as well, so it's not like it's one for Wei if this goes off, but it certainly looks a whole lot better, right? It certainly looks really winnable from that situation. You think he probably dies because no more block? Yeah, I mean, he kind of... It's like... Well, yeah. I don't think he... I don't know, he's full health, like... I think he, like... I don't think he dies. No, he's full health. He could have stayed for longer. Like, you're right, he's out of block, but, I think he's, like... He doesn't die quickly enough for the Kitsune Rush not to come through in time. Yeah, so he'll have more of enough time to stall. I mean, it's just a mistake, right? He's just misread the situation. He either thinks someone else has the touch, or he just doesn't realise the Wick's gonna go down that fast, but... I don't know. Nail biter though, right? ZETA Vision win the first map, which is maybe what a lot of us expected, but far from straightforward there. Absolute battle on these comps. Yeah, who are you died at the start of the fight though, but he's coming back with Blade. ZETA can't believe it either. ZETA are talking and planning for an insane big ult trade and, you know, can we set up how to use Blade, watch out for their Blade, blah, blah, blah. And then, it's just over. Okay. Who is he expecting? I don't know if he's expecting, I don't presume he just thinks he's Kiri behind him can touch. Like, I think a lot of the time, like, when this happens in the moment, most of the time, the comms are just very hectic in terms of I can touch, can someone else touch? Like, normally if you have to get off, the call you make is, can someone else touch? And a lot of the time, you don't always get the response quick, or like, it's hard to get the response quickly enough for exactly all of that information. Thank you, Atlas, as well, for the Prime. So it's all just, everything happens really quickly, and Milgari just makes a bad judgment call with the fact. It's a shame though, because White, I mean, a good account of themselves in that first map, right? Quite easily could have won on Beach, quite easily could have won on Volcano as well. Actually had to battle, had to absolutely battle to win the downtown as well. It's going to be a close 4-0, isn't it? I mean, I did think it would be closer to I thought it would be like a 4-1 or something, maybe close to a 4-0, but that map was really tight. That map was really tight. And obviously, we all know that Way do look pretty good when we get to pick the map. I feel like they've maybe lost a little bit of it, because it feels like their ability to play Sigma is less now. You know, when we saw them play Havana yesterday, this is Way against T1. When we saw them play Havana yesterday, we saw bits of Sigma from Peppy, but it felt like he was actually way more Malga pilled in a lot of these situations. Just felt he had to take the mirror and that the Sigma couldn't work. So I don't know exactly what we get. Maybe that hurts Way in terms of not having these sort of big, unique maps where they have like a strength they can take people to. Obviously, they get the first choice. They can choose from everything. Yeah, it could be Paraiso or... Actually joking. Or Havana as well. Both seem reasonably viable. Remember, as one thing that's nice about Way getting to pick, like, I think they might go Paricio. I think they didn't do it against T1 yesterday, but I think against a team like T1 who have a Winston player or a guy who can play Ball or stuff like this, the dive maps are way scarier to play Sig against. Whereas I feel like actually against ZETA Division, what are they going to do? Are they going to go Hazard? Are they going to go Diva? I think that's like a way nicer matchup for a Sigma to deal with. So you might be right. I think Paraiso is probably the most likely plays. Maybe Havana is their next go-to pick. For when they go to China and lose a bit, no, everyone's going to Asia, which I guess technically they're very much in Asia. So
좀다 이겼는데
It's so hard in it.
가져가지고
It's such a common
가장
word.
최근에 8번에 좀
But in terms of
자리하게
qualification,
전반적으로 좀
what we're in
이기는 구도가
is all
보여줬던
4 of
것
these
같은
teams
웨이
are going to the
입장에서
Asia LAN.
고르기엔
And then when you
좀
go to the
고민될
Asia
것
LAN,
같습니다.
this is the wrong tab. When you go to the Asia LAN, you join the Japanese and Pacific teams, and then you go group stage, then you do the playoffs, and these top 2 teams are the teams that go to China. So there's 2 more weeks of action after this for their qualification. They went to Asia, they're also already there. Okay, new Queen Street. Oh, okay, so a change from Wei. We've seen them lean into Peppy this entire time, but now, are they going to lean into Milgaru? They're going to lean into the Bull?
굉장히 좀 굴리는 발음을 좀 해주셨네요.
Hmm.
어제 그 푸아유 선수의 활약 쇼트로 올라갔더라고요. 펠리칸 선수가
Favorite Italian food? Maybe lasagna.
거의 뭐 파라를 메인으로 쓴다.
Alright, of course it's map 2, so it's Pelican's turn.
유킨 스트리트가 사실 파라가 막 엄청 좋은 맵은
Alfie
아니니까.
struggled on the Farah in that first map.
펠리칸 선수가 좀 들어오면서
How is it not
다양한
pizza?
좀
I mean, I do really like. I mean, they're really good.
다양한
Lots, all Italian food is good, right? Pasta, pizza,
에코.
everything good.
일단 후알류 선수의 겐지를
The third thing on that list as well.
조합적으로 카운터를 칠 수 있을 만한 영웅들 위주로 다루는
Pizza just
펠리칸
clears?
선수가
I don't know. A good
나오고
lasagna?
보이죠.
Good lasagna? I mean, I eat more pizza than lasagna, but that's normally like,
이번 세트.
that's an ease thing.
근데 뭐 웨이 상대로 뭐 겐지나 키리코 같이 그냥 심플하게 웨이가 웨이만의
Garfield asked Joyce.
웨이만 쓰는 영웅을 배나자도 충분히 좋은 선택이 될 수 있죠. 실제로 웨이가
I mean, this isn't a diss to pizza. Remember, I can like 2 foods. I don't have to pick one food. I can like both.
계속 뭐 하나가 계속 된다 해가지고
네.
힘이 좀 빠진 그런 한타가 좀
I just think,
어제 그런
like, the best lasagna beats the best pizza.
실제로 겐지벤이 됐었는데 그 겐지벤을 후알류 선수가 에코로 극복을 하긴 했거든요. 확실히 토르비온 때는 그거 같아요. 결국
Would kill for some lasagna right now.
바스티온도 그렇고
Yeah, if anyone wants to make a lasagna for me and the rest of chat, I think we'd all be pretty grateful, right? If anyone's gotten that in them.
느낌을 지울 수가 없었거든요.
근데 확실히 제타가 시드 결정에서 1등 하다 보니까
네.
제타 우승 1타 디비전 제타 6관 보려고
Not it? Alright, well, it's not Tom. That leaves everybody else.
멀리서 오셨습니다 정말.
멀리서 오신 분들이 많으세요.
Pizza Jordan
특히 이제
has a good lasagna
원하시는
recipe.
분들은 너무나 좀 오랜 기간 동안
네.
또 결승전 그리고 또 우승에 또 목마르신 분들이 많아요.
Welcome to the internet, Harold.
거의 많이 느끼잖아요. 다른 스포츠에서도
네.
기회가 왔을 때 가봐야지 안 그러면은 네, 힘들어요.
맞아요.
많이 느끼셨잖아요.
항상
네.
Unbelievable lasagna
그러니까
hate.
준비가 돼 있어야 됩니다. 그리고
그렇죠.
그 왔을 때 기회를 잡아야 되는 거고. 제타 POTM 술값 내기도 있네요. 얘기가. 네.
또 여기 장소가 장소인지라 아무리 늦게 끝나도 사실 이제 막차가 끊기잖아요. 그러면은 차라리
It's a beautiful
근처에
day
이렇게
outside.
친구 지인
What a day to watch
그런데 시윤 언니는 뭐예요?
spend entirely watching Overwatch.
포카 교환.
이 아닌가요? 시윤 언니가 옆에 있어요?
Morning Polix. Ready to watch Way Stop Zeta? I'm not. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it right now.
뭘 되게 맛있게 드시고
To be honest,
안녕하세요.
if all the maps are like that, I'm happy either way.
그만큼 제타 우승을 또 간절히 바라고 계시는 제타 팬분들의 모습이고요.
More of an Italian food head,
지만
an Indian
많이
food head.
아쉬웠을 거란 말이에요. 분명히
I know
북한
they'd both be
선수도
pretty up there in
와,
terms of
진짜
top tier.
가보였습니다.
끝 차이. 심지어
Probably Italian
해저드도
over Indian.
되게 소화를 잘 해내줬고요.
Like, small margins, but,
유킨 스트리트는 상대가 좀 파란을 좀 메인으로 템포나 이런 부분에서 많이
Yeah, I think Italian.
있어서 예, 이전에 저희가 알파이 선수 파라가 오히려 겐지한테 불리는 걸 봤듯이
네.
자 재미를 본 장면도 있긴 한데 제타가 알파이 선수뿐만 아니라 펠리칸이라는 카드도 쥐고 있고.
Ah, so you fucking hate Indian food? Look, Chris, mate, I feel like... Look, I said slim margins. I like both of them. I think I can like both of them. Is that too much to ask? A guy, there's 3 meals in a day. 3 meals in a day. I can have both Italian and Indian every day. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
저 때는 진짜 무조건 즐기는 모드거든요.
저때는 잠도 안 주무세요. 오버워치는 또 잘 몰라도
네.
그냥 막 와 하고
와.
예, 막 킬하고 이런 거 보면 재밌어요.
맞아요.
네.
한
Only 3?
스트레스 지수가 올라갔어요.
No way you guys are getting more than 3 meals in. Come on.
네.
I mean, unironically, look, this is gonna sound like a bit now, but I'm having curry for lunch today, okay? If that's any indication.
왜 지는지 아는 순간 내가 이제 고통받게 되고 왜 저게 안 되지라는 생각이 들면서 이제 나의 피지컬이나
You fuck with Indian street food? Yeah, I don't not had that much really. I've never been to India. Most of the Indian I've had has just been at restaurants or takeaways.
공부하다 보면은 아 저기서 저렇게 돌면 안 되는데.
Thanks for all the big ups here, Max, as well. Thoughts on curry on pizza? I tried it like ages. It would have been years ago now. But when I went to Sweden,
2층 올라갈 겁니까? 그러니까 올려줄 것도 아니고.
내가 아는 게 많아져야
when I went to Sweden, because they do that fucking, what is it? I forget what it's called. They do like, is it curry and banana or something? There's a word for it.
저희가 이렇게 좀 뒤에
Is it like kebab, curry and banana or something? That's like always one of the things I'm trying to get you to try in Sweden. I think there's a word for it.
몰랐는데 막 돌아다니다 보니까 자꾸 제 이제 타임라인에 가루님 하는 게 있어요.
Curry powder with banana? Yeah, that sounds about right. Wasn't a huge fan.
앞에 가리지
Wasn't a
말라고.
huge fan.
예, 가리지 말라고 앞으로 좀 가시래요 앞에 분.
아 그런 거예요? 아니면 뭐예요?
아 저분
아니 저 뒤에 뭐예요? 저 웨이 풀 세팅 포토카드.
포토카드. 와.
야 저렇게 담으면 테트.
If you like lasagna so much, why aren't you having that for lunch? I mean,
오 아주 야무지게 챙기셨네.
you guys are right. You guys are right. I've been exposed as a hypocrite and a fraud. You've got me.
아 맞아요. 아 저분이 제가 알기로는 제가 아시는 분이 맞다면.
Who do I think's gonna win? I think Crazy Raccoon by a nipple hair. I reckon it's a 4-3. Crazy Raccoon just about take it.
누구요? 그 폭주기 간차님이라고.
Do you like Steph Curry?
맞대요.
예.
We're just doing word association now.
와 진짜 압박감이 진짜
대단해요.
Yeah, nipple hair. I don't know. It's like a reference.
얘기 나오니까.
One of the original casters in TF2 was a man named it was Bloodsire and fuck, have I forgotten his name? Am I that old? I've forgotten his name. Seabear. And Seabear used to always say, "Oh, buy a nipple hair." Oh, they just it was Seabear. Yeah. Seabear was like one of the original casters in TF2 and was like, I mean, I used to enjoy those American ESEA casts. I'm probably referencing something here that nobody has a sort of attachment to, but those ESEA lands in North America, Seabear, Bloodsire on the mic, DJC as well, unbelievable, like the best content, absolute best content.
그쪽에서 아니에요?
그냥 이제 약간 용기를 좀 불어 넣어주고 싶으셨나 봐요.
야 밑엔 또 마카 할 수
Yeah.
해주시고 계시고 팬이 나왔어.
Alright.
애쉬 인정받았어요.
ZETA Division
내 속더라.
예, 애쉬 좀 치더라.
gonna get taken to New Queen Street, and the Diva ban comes out from Wei, which implies Wei want to maybe lean into this ball. Response is an Ash ban from ZETA Division, which I feel doesn't interrupt this at all. Maybe I feel like if ZETA Division would have been better banning Kiriko or something maybe here, trying to interfere with the backline, take something away from Lee Soo-min potentially. They banned the Ana on the first map, didn't they? So they can't ban Ana. I was going to say Ana would probably feel like a reasonable enough ban as well. Actually, maybe they want the Ana for themselves. Well, again, banned. Yeah, they've already banned the Ana. Maybe they want the Ana for themselves. Maybe like taking the Kiriko away, then they just play like Hazard and a Brig or something. We need the Ash ban for map 7. Alright. Okay. Maybe they're just going to go a very different direction then. I was expecting the ball when we got taken to a map like this, and then they banned the Diva. Okay. So it looks like ZETA Division happy to roll it on the Mauga. This is very much the comp we expect to see lots of iterations of across the playoffs this weekend. Wavo, oh, they're actually back on their bullshit. They are 100% back on their bullshit. Bastian is back for aid. Wei fans, it's time to clutch your pearls. It's time to say a little prayer, because Aid has relocked the Bastion as well into this Mauga. Milgaru on the Hazard as well here, so it feels like Wei they don't want to take the Mauga mirror against ZETA Division. We saw them take it against T1 yesterday. T1 obviously not that equipped for it as well. Worth noting Pelican is in. He will be playing the Genji. No surprises here. Bastion form at the choke. Flora will farm up the rest of this rail, and they are happy to push. Playing around the form timing. Dash out from Pelican. They take a bit of a step forward. Who has kept some of this space on the left right now, but Bernard has continued to bully this Hazard. That is the power of Malga in these situations. Look at this. Just pound damage into Milgaru, and now Milgaru can't make an aggressive play. But who are you can, and Maka can, but Nate's going to connect onto that side fight, and actually, they've re-pushed here from both sides. Who are you? Full pocket now onto Violet will take him down, and Way have cracked it open. Despite Milgaru getting bullied out and taking all that early poke, Maka's able to swing as he's taking that attention from Malka, and he just hits the nade on that side fight. Swings it in their favour, and Way will get their first meters on the board. Nano available already for Maka. Nearly, actually, I always forget what the Bastion ult is called. I always call it the Bastion bomb. It's just called the artillery strike. Sleep comes through now from Maka, but Nano as well to kill that one. Bernard tried to go forward, but the Nano comes out. AG's for form as well. And alright, that'll just be checkpoint as well off that as well. Quick death from Bernard. Who are you? We'll just try and clear top. Can't commit to any of these kills. Now a big ult trade coming up, and Burner has gone over to the Orisa right now. Flank nade again, and Mac is just going to do it all himself, actually. Oh, misses for Sleep. He's got that groggy perk. He's going to run into this Orisa. He's in big trouble now. But who are you? Killed everyone else while this is happening. Maka was just for distraction. Maka just zones and isolates the backline completely, which means Way just clean up all the kills on point. They did lose their Anavo, so they still have to take a step back here. And they'll reset on middle here, regroup with Maka. Obviously no speed, no speed ring, no Lucio, anything like that for Way, so it will be a long walk back for Maka. But now they have him back in this mega area. They're going to wall off defensively. Ray will come through. Who are you has bladed. He's going to try and get out of this one. Maka's found two with the nade. Kitsune Rush nade finds two. That was double support all invested from ZETA Division as well. They're still trying to hold on, but Finn is caught by the downpour. Bernard is still trying to trade some kills here, but defensive nade now, and it also catches Violet. Bernard is isolated on point right now. They're peeking him from all these different sides. He's got another spin. He's desperately trying to hold on right now. And he somehow has continued to anchor point, actually, for what it's worth. He's also using the fleeting bulwark as well, which is the one that grants you extra over health. Violet's going to get caught in the window, though. Now another nade on the choke. Javelin is good, though. ZETA Division, they're struggling, but Bernard, he is an absolute rock. Terror Surge to pull him back in. Catches Milgaru with the Javelin afterwards as well. And he is looking for more. He wants to spin him into a corner. He's got him trapped. Forces it out. And all right, ZETA Division, when they struggle, how many times have we seen Bernard pull them out, pull them up? He's doing the same here. We'll see if Milgaru has a swap in mind against the Orisa here, and he is going to go over onto the ball. Now, see Orisa into ball, it's still a reasonable enough matchup. The Javelin is still worthwhile. Extended mag for Flora here, so he's got those extra bullets. Ooh! Bastion's got more though. Catches that early pick, and Maka's just going to swing as well. How much value is Maka finding in this map, honestly? Maybe Goomba was right all along. Sleep will go wide, but Maka on the flanks has just been causing absolute chaos here. Talked about it before the series, didn't we? We talked about how one of the reasons I think people enjoy watching Way so much is they play their own stuff in a lot of situations. They're not scared to take risks, and we see Maka taking multiple risks in all these situations. Speaking of which, he's on the flank again. He's at it again. Have they learned their lesson? They've not learned their lesson! They're gonna kill Finn! Milgaru will die for it! The artillery strike comes in over top, but who are you and Milgaru? They've killed the backline here! And ZETA Division, they're just not ready for it. Are we nanoed as well? Fuck, well... You gotta risk it. You gotta risk it. He's not afraid to risk it. That time it costs him the nano. But they've still gained meters off this. Still gained meters off this. Kitsune Rush has been used from Lee Soo-min as well. It's a little bit early. I don't know if they're really going to win this fight. Oh, Violet's actually just out in the open. Maybe they can just win this fight. Violet's going to Kitsune Rush back. He died, but the Kitsune Rush doesn't. And Way are going to disengage. Happy with the 140 meters. Makabo not happy with it. He's at it again. He's killed Finn again. Unbelievable. Maka will not stop flanking. Nade will go out as well. They've killed Flora. Now Violet, he's respawned. They're trying to stabilize his ZETA Division. They're alone on point. The blade comes out from Pelican, but and this is a blade that stinks of desperation, and he finds nothing with it. They're just forcing him. They're forcing him off the edge. Walk the plank, Pelican. It's over. Wei are taking it to him. Finn dies again. The raid does still come out. Bash. Punch rather from Bernard, just get the stun. Aid is still out in the open right now. He has the Lindholm explosives, I want to say. Yeah, he's got the Lindholm explosives ready to go with his next form timing, but Bernard is back on Doom. And Zeta Division, they hold on. They hold on, but they are clinging on right now. Bernard's going to go deeper. We'll be able to get one of those kills. Both of those kills. And Zeta Division, they can take a breath. They need to reset. They need to regroup. It's Anna Brig now from Zeta Division. Doom, Genji. Milgaru has gone on to Malga now. So all of a sudden, they make all these swaps to try and deal with these flanks from Maka. And then the Malga swap comes out in response. Oh my god, he's at it again! Finn, he can't catch a break, but Nano is out too! Who Are You is cleaning them all up! Come on, Zeta Division! It just keeps happening! You've got to learn! You've got to learn! He's just doing it every fight! They need Pelican or somebody to sniff out this danger. He can't keep getting away with it, but it's been 7 minutes and he's continued to get away with it. Come on now. This time he's even peeking early. He's been forced back right now. Artillery strike is out, doesn't find anything. Flora actually catches Milgaru with this overclock. Maka is still on the flank. Genji in the front. Who Are You is good for the trade, but now they come and deal with Maka. He has hit the sleep. Aid's actually traded Pelican during all of this as well, so even though Wei are going to lose this fight, they're making it costly, they're making it messy, and every time when you are trading kills on the enemy side of a map, you're going to make it so much harder for them, Zeta in this situation, to gain meaningful meters. Sleep now onto Milgaru. Flora's come back on Tracer. A more mobile comp now surely can take a little bit more control of the flank. Nade is going to be short from Finn, a bit underthrown. And Finn is just getting bullied back. This Lindholm explosive doing so much. Meteor strike now onto the Bastion. He's done the rollout to get away. They will disengage his Kitsune rush. Pelican deflects the rest of the gang out. They have both support ults to turn this with one Zeta Division. Always got to ask yourself, where is Maka right now though? Lee Sin-min will double TP back. Hui will be cleared from the window as well. Milgaru is still on point, but Who Are You? He comes back up, and the backline's just going to get caught. Milgaru from one side, they're going to rally to try and turn it. There's a Bastion with a cannon in the back, and Who Are You's going to turn 2 kills off it. They come in for another stomp. Lee Sin-min and Who Are You went in deep. And that time it wasn't Maka flanking. Everyone else was flanking. Maka was just in the back, hitting the nade. Banara's gone back onto the Orisa right now. Violet onto the Kiriko. We're down to 1 minute 20 seconds left, and Zeta, they can't catch a break. Nano Genji on the flank, he's got Blade as well. Nano Blade comes out, disgusting stomp to follow that one off. Defensive Nano onto Pelican, he doesn't quite have the Blade yet. He's going to get caged and killed though, so he won't be getting that Blade either. Flores hit a pulse bomb, and Banara's moving the payload as far away as he can. Finn actually trades one as well, so they keep themselves in it. The artillery strike now. Oh, leave him alone! He's just in a corner. Leave him alone. Finn's just going to take the reset, honestly. Zeta Division. Again, they hold on. They don't get full capped. But they're under 1 minute left. And they are absolutely rattled right now. Milgaru is back on the ball. Zeta Division just can't deal with the aggressiveness from Wei. They can't deal with the proactiveness from Wei. There's always someone flanking. There's always pushing them. And Maka's going to kill Flora before anything even happens. Now Who Are You dives into the back of Milgaru. Pelican will force him away. But there are Lindholm explosives being sent from downtown. Maka's on the flank to pick up Who Are You. Of course he is. Rotated round. Bernard continues to anchor point right now. But it's not the point they have to really worry about. It's everyone else. Everyone's flanking. Pelican now with the blade. But what are we blading? He sees Lee Sin-min. They will get that kill. Kitsune Rush was used on point. He comes back to help. Will do enough. I can't say Finn's life, actually. Should be able to deal with Who Are You. Maybe not, actually. Maka is still on coast, pocketing him in all of this. Can he get Who Are You out? Violet actually going to die here. Yeah, Maka and Who Are You are living. Maka nearly has another nano. They're going to nano Who Are You again. Pelican wasn't able to confirm these kills in time. Now Milgaro is back on point. Who Are You has hunted down Pelican. Who Are You's going to take the tail end of his nano to point. Banara's just in the corner. Hands off keyboard. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing anyone on ZETA can do right now. And that was an incredible new Queen Street. That was an absolutely incredible new Queen Street.
그리고 후아유는 여전히 후아유였고 상대가 뭘 들든 다 카운터 쳐버리는 웨이의 두 번째 세트.
웨이 뉴킨 스트리트 순수 체급이
Thank you, Doisha.
거의 뭐 뉴킨 스트리트의 교과서였어요. 이맵
will strike, and X continues to carry the scene. Thank you for the continued content. A rare nice message for the big 104X.
Thank you, Doishi. What a lovely message to cap a lovely performance as well. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate all the support. Happy to keep doing it. My God. My God. Ha! This is why people like Wei, right? They are fun to watch. Thank you, Valraw.
Keep it up, boss.
I'm keeping it up. I will keep it up. Not like that, though, but I will keep it up. The double nade makes him flanking so deadly. Yeah, the double bounce is really powerful. I mean, half of what he was getting was also just this left-click value onto Finn, right? Like, always hitting that first shot. Got those kills so quickly. Oh my God, that double nade. And that was their raid push as well. Yeah, all of these clips are just Maka, right? And even by the time we got to the tail end of the series, what was happening was Maka wasn't always flanking. But then everyone else was, right? Like, Who Are You and Lisa Min were doing big flanks. Milgaro, I mean, he's on ball, right? So he's just kind of always perma-flanking. But Aid was even flanking at times. Maka equals make Anna kill again. I mean, it's true. We finally solved his name. It's interesting as well, isn't it? Because there's a few of these ones, like, honestly, Maka was just going for a flank at almost every opportunity. But especially when he has the Shrike perk. Oh my God. That was the one, that was off screen we saw it, where Maka killed Flora before the fight. Look at Maka! Look at Maka! But pop off! He knows what he just did. He knows what he just did. All right. That's why he got scouted. I guess Goomba's not wrong, is he? Another feather in that old man's hat. Feels like you're ranked, Hannah, does it? Yeah, but he's making it work, though. Stats? I don't have any stats. If they bring them up on screen, we can have them, but, guys, what stats are you guys hoping to see? We don't have any stats for Korea. When we have them in EMEA in North America, it's because Faceit automatically compiles them. They don't use Faceit in Korea, which is why we're like, we're sort of, whatever they bring up on screen is what we get. Finn versus Maka stats would be hilarious. Finn deaths, I mean, yeah, it's got to have been like 9 or 10, honestly, in a 10-minute game. 15 final blows, yeah, I mean... That's a really, that's a really worrying way to lose a map as well, because now all of a sudden they're doing all this crazy stuff, they're playing super aggressively, they've just, every time they're a step ahead of you, they've got another flank, they've got this. So Wei now need to think about their bans for comp matchup, as well as obviously thinking about just trying to keep a handle on everything Wei are trying to do. If you give a replay code, no, you can't see the stats if you give a replay code. Yeah, the feature doesn't exist, unfortunately. Why does Zarya feel so good in ranks right now? I think she just lives. I mean, the movement. Zarya's biggest problem is always the fact that, like, if you just misuse a bubble, you can get run over by a lot of comps. So the fact that she has, like, the movement now with that minor perk, I think probably goes a long way in actually helping her out with these. I don't believe so, Juby. No, I don't think the ban's reset.
사실 제타의 필살기라고 할 수 있는 왕의 길을 지금 꺼낸다?
꺼낼 수 있는데 꺼내는 게 좋아 보이긴 합니다.
네, 지금
웨이가 심플하긴 하거든요. 그냥 본인들
Ban Anna now? Wait, Zeta, wait, which way round was it? Sorry, I keep forgetting. Sorry. Which way round was it? Who banned?
그게 한동안 파라이스였다가
let me refresh this.
이제 유키 스트리트 정말
Show bans.
많이 해온다고 느껴지고 제타도
Yeah, Zeta have already banned Anna.
어떤 맵을 선택하게 될지.
Yeah.
왕의 길도 있긴 합니다만.
I don't know if they were worried about the Amalgam Mirror. They're gonna go King's Row, and I mean, this is actually a Zeta classic, isn't it?
늦출 순 없다.
그리고 왕의 길이 도는 곳이라고 해봤자 뻔해요. 좀 좁고 이게 좀 한 시야에 들어오기 좋은 전장이다 보니까 이전 같은 그런 사이드 싸움이라든가 그런 변수를 내기에는 많이 까다롭긴 하죠.
맞습니다.
유킨이 정말 특이한 전장인 거예요. 저렇게까지 정말
It was banned first map?
계속해서
Yeah, but it was the second ban, right? So I think, like, when Zeta banned the Anna, I think that means they're scared of Amalgam matchup, potentially. Because we've seen a lot of Anna in the Amalgam Mirror as well. So I think it was like one team responding than the other.
제가 생각이 든 건데 그 방금 스트리트에서 보여줬던
Gala wants way to China.
플랭킹하는 조합 있잖아요.
All right, Pepe's in as well. We saw him getting stuff ready while they were doing their picks.
먼저 본대가 터지거나
I mean, what do I want now if I'm Zeta Division?
물리는 상황이 나올 텐데 제타가 그런
King's Row, comfort map, something we're always good at. Can probably take the Amalgam Mirror here for the most part, or play the Amalgam comp themselves at least. Pepe in probably feels like, again, this is a map where the hazard, the ball, these aren't options, but hence why we probably get Pepe in. I do feel like, I don't know if he will run the Sigma.
내가 아니면 누가 해라고 페피가 등장했습니다.
I think I saw him, Panda.
기용이 됐었을 때 사실 시그마가 힘이 빠지면 좀 아쉽다라는 느낌이 들긴 들었어요. 근데
if I give subs, can I still get Tristan? Yes! Exclamation mark SAS. It's open until March the 9th. So if you want to gift subs to get yourself a Rainy Day Tracer skin, you're worried it's going to rain today, you're worried it's going to rain tomorrow. If you're worried it might rain once again in your lifetime, you'll need that Rainy Day Tracer skin. So it's open until March the 9th, you can still get it.
팔콘에게는 자리아에게 카운터 당하다 보니까 이제 페페 선수도 시그마를 진짜 마우가 상대로 완전 버티겠다 아니고선 잘 안 꺼내고
did I hear the Korean Uncoachables? Krusty admitted they bought Twilight to play Anna. Oh wait, I feel like I'm coming in halfway through the conversation. I'll let you guys keep on talking in YouTube chat. You want to learn more about Rainy Day Tracer? Well, it's good. If you ever find yourself in need of rain, in need of something to wear in the rain, maybe you're a farmer, maybe you need crops that need tending, maybe you need cows that need water, maybe your bore pump is broken and the cows are slowly dying of dehydration. Rain will save the day, moisture will save the day, and the best way to conjure rain is with a Rainy Day Tracer skin.
우리 완전 젠야타 바티스 뭐 이런 식으로 들어 누워도 돼라는 거죠.
키리코와 파라가 각각 베니.
Will the Rainy Day Tracer skin make her come back? Yes. Yeah. You're not tired of the gimmick? I had like a week off. I had a week off counted, so you gotta always bounce back with these ones. Alright. Zeta Division gonna ban the Kiriko, so this always feels like a pretty viable one when you're playing against always feels a pretty viable one when you're playing against Lee Min, because he plays so much of a Kiriko, he does so much on it, and I think once you can force Lee Min onto Lucio, onto Brig, he's okay, but he's not as good. And I think now when we're going to see like maybe an Anna Kiri come out here, or something like this, or maybe even an Anna Zen, or Anna Juno come out from Zeta Division, some backline that suits both of their players quite well, I think we're going to see Wei have to just, maybe just Juno Brig is the option. The Farabban, on the other hand, I don't know. Farah's pretty decent, especially on second point here. It's okay on first point as well. I don't know if this is a huge, impactful ban from Wei. I don't know if it's really going to put... Pelican normally plays Mei here a lot. For now, though, it is Wei starting on the defense, remember, here. So their comp is locked. Juno, Brig, Genji, Sojin, Mauga. So Wei kind of not playing anything specific to the map. They're just playing a version of the comp they like to play in most situations in this meta. Zeta Division going to be running the Ana version themselves here, it looks like. And Pelican will be on that Mei. Loves it on the King's Throw. We'll see if he changes it once he sees what he's up against here. But obviously, even against the Mauga, can still hit a lot of right clicks. Can try and mark on his flank still as well. Remember, especially when once the Mei gets their perks, they can be very deadly in some of these duels with that extra buff. Alright, 8's just killed Flora before anything's happened, so this might be a quick one and done, but you see, there we go. The Mei Juno getting it done on the flank here, clearing it out. Peppy tries to double in. They catch Violet at choke. The rest of Zeta Division is trying to stabilize on the high ground, but here comes Peppy. The stomps don't get countercharged. Pelican does hit the ice block though. Benar is isolated here now, and Wei should be able to clean everything up. The wall comes through from Pelican and all of that. Alright, a bit of a scary last fight, or first fight rather, but they catch Pelican late and Wei are able to stabilize as a result. All the ults relatively even, except of course for Aid, who nearly has a bloody overclock already. He's been finding so much value through this hotel anytime someone crosses that threshold. If they have a head, they're in trouble. Another dink onto Flora, but he will be okay. Counter Stomp comes in right now. Nade is there, so it has to be a stomp back. Overclock has been used right now, just pounding damage through him. Everyone is low on Zeta Division, but he can't find any kills. Flora's low, Finn's low. Who Are You finds one now. He's going to pounce on both the low players. 2 for Who Are You at the back of that late overclock damage. And another good hold from Wei. Now, a chance to finally have some ults here, Wei. Oh, sorry, Zeta Division. Nano, Ray up. They have double support ult to match with this here. They have Blade, they have K. Zeta Division just a little bit slow on everything. If Pelican can get this Blizzard, they'll be in a good spot. But it's Wei you start the fight. The wall comes off, trying to lock him in, but actually locked it. Peppy thought he was caging them, but the wall makes all the difference. Defensive Nano onto Pelican. He's got the Blizzard out as well. The Blizzard is still going. He's died for it. Who Are You is frozen, but can they turn the kill? They can't. Who Are You frozen in front of everyone just lives. Everything was thrown into that one right there. Pelican will be swapping onto Genji. Wei spent 4 ultimates. They nearly have their second overclock. Zeta Division, though, because they were slow to get to some of these ults, they actually come back with overclock cage here. They had to spend everything their way to try and save Peppy. And Peppy's going to get slept and naded again. Violet finding the openings for him here. He will get traded. But every kill is getting traded in kind. And Zeta Division will get the first point. And they actually don't even use any of their ults for it. Aid will get out. Force all the way back. And Zeta Division, they get first point. They get a break, and Lee Sin-min will be going on to the Ana as well here. So, we saw the Ana and Malgaban both come up in map 1. Both teams trying to mess, essentially, with this, well, it's a pretty common composition in Korea right now. Sleep, actually. Oh, counter sleep. Both Sojins go into bed. Nade comes through onto Aid, but Nade actually catches Violet and Flora for that. Everyone's going to be slept. Everyone's going to be naded. Everyone will live. Cage will come through from Benar right now. Who Are You? He's behind the cage. Patient. They've caught Peppy in the cage. They'll deal with him. And, oh, come on. Boost. There we go. We're back. Good boosts. Lee Sin-min will die on point. Zeta Division will get the cleanup. Zeta Division, after a bit of a rough couple of minutes at the start of this, they've stabilized. They've got a couple of fights in a row here, and now overclock versus overclock, but Finn with Ray advantage. So Zeta Division, a great chance to snowball here actually. Trying to farm early, get that rail. Might even just pop this overclock very early. Another early nade onto Peppy, forces him to deep-peek a little bit. Can we through on this flank on the left? They're taking a bit of a backstep here, Zeta Division. Slide committed by Flora. Who Are You there as well? Aid wants to go for a flank. We talk about their playmaking. Flora's overclocked in main. He's found a kill. Peppy has gone through for the stomp. Hasn't found anything. Aid still has this overclock flank. It's actually a Ray overclock forward. They will kill... Should kill the backline here. Lee Sin-min hiding in the corner. Will get the nade. but he'll get taken care of. Aid is on the flank still, but Peppy is low. And you saw what Wei wanted to do. Aid with the overclock flank. Peppy going for a bit of a wild play with the stomp. They wanted to create a chaotic situation to try and work around the ult advantage Zeta had. And they just didn't get a chance to really execute it this time. And now, all of a sudden, Zeta Division are avoiding the chaos. They are avoiding and containing these flanks. And Wei find themselves looking at 3 minutes to try and hold on to this third point here. Lee Min has the nano ready to go. Going to be throwing a nade. Catches onto Banar. He will go out. It's a nano blade from Pelican though. Looking to get onto this Ray. 1 slice, 2 will take down Maka. Now the backline. 4 slices, 2 supports dead. Pelican will regroup on the Mega. They try and push forward. Deflex lands. Gets the Mega. Pelican not overcommitting here, doesn't want to get traded. They just want to make sure Peppy dies for this. Pelican has taken that Mega, so no Mega available for Peppy, and Violet and Pelican can confirm the kill. Thank you, Shuriam. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. A rainy day tracer for you. Congratulations. Floravo sleeping at the spawn, gets woken up, and actually, who are you? Dashes into torpedoes trying to chase that kill. Now, all of a sudden, it's looking really good here. Cage will come out from Peppy, but he slept. He's naded. It's not enough. And Zeta Division, they're just going to keep this push going. Rolling all the way through. And Aid, I don't think you can give it a trade. Who are you with the blade? But he needs the biggest blade for sleep on, so Pelican allows him to get 1. But he needs more. Who are you? He's just trying to play for time. He scares him back. He catches the nade. He's getting hunted down. Who are you is trying to play his life. Sleep is wide on the point from Violet. Peppy is stalling this one out. They're trying to go onto the heroes to come back. Venture swap from Aid. Who are you still on the Genji? Who are you is still behind? Aid has taken over the touch. Maka is coming back on Lucio. They need kills though. Nade as they come out. Ray to finish the job. Zeta Division will get it over the line. And there we go.
이게 A는 진짜 잘 막았거든요. 겐지보리로 메이 상대로 빙벽 최대한 피해 안 입으면서 접근전 잘했는데 두 번째 경기를 너무 쉽게 줬어요. 맞아요. 케이지 하나에 두고
Do it myself. Oh, no one asleep at the wheel mods.
많이 뽑았어야 되는데 수어버리 너무 굴렀어요.
그래도 A 거점에서 시간 많이 끌긴 했었거든요. 그러니까 좀 이런 유형이
I'll do it myself. Yeah.
수어버를 굴리는 거라든가 화물 위치를 이용한 뭐 템포 잡는 거, 사운드 땅 부르는 거 이런 그
All right. Very clean fight there actually.
역시 본인들이 자랑할 만합니다.
All right, and this is actually a really important thing. I think there's a really important thing for Zeta Division after losing that new Queen Street in the fashion that they did. Oh, thank you, Regicide as well for the 2 community gifted. BB Regicide, that is, of course. Thank you. Congratulations and welcome to those who got the gifted sub. And thank you to Twisted Umbrella, 2 community gifted. Thank you very much. Rainy Day Tracers for both of you as well. Welcome everyone. Thank you for the support. What is Rainy Day Tracer? For the farmer, it's fresh crops. For the dripless, it is for precipitation. For the thirsty, it is night water. If X streams, if I watch. If X casts, I'm listening. If X tells me I need to give 2 subs, I will acquire the Rainy Day Tracer skin. What's night water? Is that like when you wake up in the middle of the night when you may be hungover or something and the water just tastes like the water just tastes like the best thing you've ever drunk, right? Yeah? Yeah, okay, alright. I understand then. It's always, you know when it's always really good actually? If you've had like pizza or something really carb heavy and then you have the water. Who are you is trapped in a wall here, but everything is fine. But when you have it after like a big pizza meal or something, that's when it can be really good. Alright. Yeah, salty food, yeah. Alright, here we are going to get caught on the way in here. Wei having a bit of trouble. They've got Aid into this committed position. They are desperately trying to pocket Aid through all of this, and they will get Aid out of dodge, actually, but I think Lee Min's a bit committed on that side, so he's the one who actually goes down instead. Traded like for like, though. Both hit scans finding an opening pick. Aid now has got in this very deep position as they start to bully point. Peppy's going to dip his toes onto that one, start forcing the cap, and Who Are You is going to try and camp this door. Pelican will swing out, takes a dink through. Pelican is very low. Ice block has been forced. They're trying to get them out onto the high ground. Dynamite catches Who Are You. But he's keeping on the back foot. Zeta Division trying to find a way to recontest it, but Pelican is getting chased out again. It's Banar who has to touch. Shield out the choke will zone everyone off though. Now they need to swing in. Aid is looking for the flank, wants to find the damage here. Finn's in the sky, takes care of him. Pelican on point. Second ice block will be used from him. He has the blizzard, but they can't clutch in this situation. They have to just accept their fates. And Wei A very sort of steady and piece-by-piece approach. They take control of the right side, they start forcing point, they clear out one area, they start deepening their angles, everything like this. They just slowly but surely took over that first point, piece by piece, bullied ZETA Division off point, forced them into a difficult retake, and then pretty straightforward kills from there. Onto the high ground is Aid. Looking to make any kind of opening pick. Pelican, it feels like Pelican was actually struggling a little bit on the mate, honestly. It feels like, even though it should be a decent matchup into the Genji here, especially when he gets the chilling reach perk, but doesn't seem to have translated that so far. But it's a big old fight now. Blizzard comes out early, bash out from Lee Soo-min. Peppy is frozen, though. They will try and pocket him through, but Bob is there to relieve pressure as well. They're all trying to relieve the pressure of Peppy. They have, and Peppy's going to turn the flux right now. Has he caught the backline? No, the backline's got away. I think Peppy misses, but he's going to try and kill him anyway. He's there with Who Are You? Matrix is good. No escape. Rock comes through. Rock actually goes between both of them. They will clean it up there. Both support ults from Wei and the Bob and the Flux. ZETA Division, though, also invested 3 of their big ones, so it's going to be a Bob for Flora to try and buy some times. Violet going on to the Diva now. Oh, sorry, onto the Brig. Often different. I know the names of the heroes, guys, I promise. Wei have the blade to go with. It's all they have to go with here. Flora's Bob's going to come out early so we can retake the space, but it's too early, actually. I would have preferred to see that Bob as a counter to the blade. Now, all of a sudden, it's going to be an easy disengage for Wei. And now, Who Are You with this blade has a free opportunity. He's normally good for him so far. Eyes on him right now. He's on his left-hand side. He's got this Ash in his sights. Flora will get taken down. Deflects some of those torpedoes too. Doesn't look for too much more. Wants to get Pelican out of a corner. Pelican has locked himself in that corner. They've actually found a trade during all of this. Looking to move forward, but Who Are You? He takes care of Finn. Pelican has no ice block now, but he's got the left click. Pelican will stay strong. Violet is in there pocketing him, and they could never get that kill onto Pelican. Violet will die for it though. The chilling reach onto Lee Soo-min as he pops this. Rally though. They want to get the bash out of this. Whip shot away. Looking for the finish. Bash will do the job right now. Pelican was actually close to Blizzard, so an important kill. Peppy is still zoning the backline as Benar is desperately trying to play time, but he's low on HP now. They need an ult. They need something, but Violet is respawning, and they want to do it. Arsa, miss from Peppy. Well, the Flux is a miss, but Rock is not. Peppy will find the kill anyway. Violet's trying to walk towards point. He's half HP. He's been forced back. Wei will be capping second point as a result of this. And I thought they turned it for a second there. Interested to see Benar staying on his Diva the entire time. There we go. Hazard swap comes out now. Can exploit these high grounds. Find some engaged into the backline. I expect Pelican might be swapping onto Genji after this Blizzard as well. Blizzard is too good an ult to swap off. Pelican's playing the off angle. Benar is trying to clear Peppy out of this. Remember, it looks like Peppy has the levitate perk in play right now as well. So he will be jumping and leaping around, making himself hard to dislodge. Double support ult from ZETA Division. They're going to match race and the rally. Both support ults in immediately. The bash comes out there. The Blizzard is eaten by Peppy right now. So that should have been the big swing factor right now. They turn and kill Peppy anyway. But chilling reach doing so much to Who Are You, and Violet can finish that kill. So despite the eat, Wei will lose the fight. But boy, was that expensive for ZETA Division. Their 3 biggest ults. 3 biggest ults all invested in exchange for Array and Bob. Not the worst, you know, 3 for 2, not the worst trade, but the power of ZETA Division's ults, some of the most powerful. Worth noting that Pelican does have that, what's it called? Ah, the chilling reach. Oh, Aid is back on Widow though. Aid is back on Widow. He's got the chilling reach and the Cryostorm. But Aid's got them an opening pick and they are walking forward right now. Space. Benar is low, looking for the Flux. Peppy's missed both of them so far. He doesn't miss this one, though. Onto Finn. Pact will be coming through. Can't finish the kill, though. Violet survives that one. Peppy's going to eat the wall. Pelican is behind him right now. Nade on the choke, the chilling reach, and the Maid does match up nicely into the Genji here, but Peppy is going to interfere. He's killed 2 on point, but Bob from Flora comes out. Finn is trying to peek, trying to get a kill, as is Flora. They need kills in this moment, but the Nade catches him as they push forwards, and Lee Soo-min with the nano. The blade is the finisher right now. He's trying to run. Oh, he's giving him a slip. No, he hasn't. Turns around, kills Flora. Damage onto Benar right now. Honestly, not actually the value they would have hoped for out of that nano blade. They just get 1 kill. Now touching onto the point is Violet. He nearly has rally. They have to keep Violet Violet alive. 95% and counting. Violet is getting so close to this right now. Rally will be popped. Aid is still on the high ground on Widow. Peppy trying to back up. They can't keep Peppy alive though. The nade is out, doesn't catch anyone, and the rally is enough. Aid is on the run. Flora's made the Widow swap as well, and all of this will be peaking top just now. And 1 minute left on the clock for Wei. Remember, ideally, we really need time on the clock on this push as well to force an overtime, which isn't just a draw at best for them. They need time on the clock to force themselves to actually get another attack. And they are low on time for that right now. Pelican has for Blizzard, Finn has for Ray. And ZETA Division look like they might just be good for it. Oh, Aid wins the duel with Flora. Time is against them now, Wei. They need to move quickly. They don't quite have the Ray yet to go. Dash here onto Aid will take him down. Blizzard on point. Oh, so not even Blizzard. That's just for Cryostorm. Blizzard still in hand. Wants to force the Matrix before using this one. Ray has come out from Finn. Maka doesn't have it quite yet. He goes down before using it. Lee Min is stuck in here as well. And Pelican, after a pretty big struggle on first point, has actually really taken over. It feels like he's marked who are you out of the game. It feels like he's managed to simultaneously bully the Sigma quite a lot, give or take the Blizzard Eats. He's also managed to win the flank duel quite a lot, keep who are you really contained. Blizzards have, I don't think they always really translate into value, but it's a useful ult to have. And I think, yeah, good recovery from ZETA Division. They win their map pick. Alright, let me grab a drink and we can talk about that one. But ZETA Division regain the lead of the series here. We are in... You're right, Stormbreaker. We are in a Tennis Theory situation. Was Pelican using the wall perk? Was he really? Did he not use the Chilling Reach? I can't always remember. We've not seen this on the face, so I can't remember the icons. Hasn't seen the Thinkers video. I know, I feel like the wall perk's so bad, no? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink, but yeah, I was under the impression that surely the one that increases your range is gonna be more value in like loads of situations. I mean, the ice block one I can get behind. I think the major perks are kind of interchangeable. But the wall perk is weird because it increases your cooldown, right? So I don't know. Doesn't feel like it's as worthwhile. Because it has the trade. If it was just like without the trade-off, then maybe it would be more reasonable. Because it has the trade-off, I feel like that really devalues it. But maybe Pelican knows something we don't. He certainly won the map, right? Alright, be right back, guys.
왕의 길은 역시나 제타의 필승 카드였습니다. 6승 1패를 기록하게 되면서 2대1로 먼저 앞서 나가는 제타 디비전이에요.
네. A 거점을 공격하는데 약간의 좀 애로사항이 좀 있긴 했는데 A를 좀 쉽게 밀고 제타 특유의 그런 좀 깔끔한 운영으로 3점까지 좀 빠르게 들어가다 보니 웨이가 결국 이기지 못했고요.
자, 이제 2개 남아있는 상태입니다. 플래시 포인트와 호위 전자.
이럴 때 웨이가 하바나를 좀 선호하긴 했거든요. 이제 길게 뻗은 전장에서 어떻게든 약간 본인들의 그런 늘어지는 템포의 밸류를 살리겠다라는 선택도 좀 했었는데
네.
확실히 좀 고민이 될 것 같긴 해요.
네.
어쨌든 이제 본인들이 선택하는 상황이기 때문에 웨이의 코치, 꼴대 코치가
We got map. No, we don't got
어떤
map again.
전략을 들고
Still
왔을지
picking.
이것도 너무 궁금하거든요. 뉴퀸 스트리트가 너무
Our predictions are pretty even. People believing in the way map pick.
되게 기대가 되는
Actually
웨이입니다.
favouring way in
웨이가
the map
모르는
pick.
전장이 약간 좀 기대감이 좀 있죠 아무래도.
Oh, thank you, Tomato Garlic Smoothie, for the Prime as well. Welcome.
하바나.
Havana is for pick.
하바나 선택이 됐습니다. 웨이의
Havana ban
네
Sigma?
번째 세트 하바나예요.
어제 경기에서
Oh no, sorry, yes,
하바나를
Waze pick. You ban
웨이가
Protect Sigma.
이기긴 했어요. 그렇지만 사실상 좀 많이 힘들었어요.
Did they ban Malga? Was it them who banned Malga on map 1, or was
근데
it...
그거를 어떻게 보완을 해요?
Did they ban it already?
때문에 여기서도 꺼냈지 않았나 싶어요.
웨이가 현재까지
Oh,
하바나
I'm pressing
2승 1패를 기록하고 있습니다. 반면에 제타 디비전은 하바나에서의
Yeah, no, they used it already, so
없어요.
they can't ban Malga.
그래서 어떤 이걸 준비해 왔을지 봐야 될 것 같은데 바스티온과 자리아가 각각 밴이 됐습니다.
Oh, they banned Zarya. Okay, interesting.
시그마 벤을 막고 싶은
Zeta are banning Bastion.
본인들이 필요할 때 시그마를
No, I think they'd be really happy to play Sigma into Orisa.
모습을 보여줬기 때문에 그런 걸 좀 방지를
They're scared of the
하고
aid Bastion.
저쪽 바스가
Honestly, this might actually be a buff. I'm surprised we didn't ban Widow actually.
그러니까 이게 뭐 바스가 키를 멀티킬 냈다.
More about the Bastion than the Widow.
선수가 강습을 계속 신경 쓰고 그거를 카운터 당하는 영웅을 하면 안 되는 게 너무 압박이었던 거죠.
그런 압박들이 들어오다 보니까 바스티온 밴한 제타 디비전 그리고 수비 밴 겸 그리고 카운터에 대한 부분도 지원에는 자리아 밴.
What's the lore behind this Bastion ban?
네 번째
Aid's
세트
been running a lot of
하바나에서
Bastion in the playoffs. It's only their second game, of course, but he's actually run a decent amount of it here. So, yeah, so the Zarya ban I think makes sense. We've not seen too much Zarya, but I think there has been this sort of style. I can't remember what team we saw it against. Oh, I'm gonna try and rack my brain here. But essentially, what you do with the Zarya is when you play Zarya into Sigma, what you do is you have like some kind of maybe Lucio Genji flank or something like this, or Kiri Genji. You play the flank really aggressively, you can bubble your Genji in. Your Genji takes the attention of the backline, and then at the same time your Zarya has that beam that can just go through the Sigma's matrix. So you weaken the Sigma shield, you send your Genji bubble into the backline, and then your high beam Zarya can run over the Sigma. So that's why we want to avoid that situation right here. And instead Zeta Division will just play it for Malga, and they will be at the spawn right now. Anna Zen on the side of Wei. Well, just for us. Okay, swapping back and forth, getting multiple nades. Pelican's going to shut down this Zen flank immediately. Who are you with no pocket will be forced back into spawn. Diving on the other side. Maka went out for an aggressive nade. Does catch it onto Banar, but doesn't find anything. And the spawn hold maintains for now. Trying to find a bit of space out. Aid has goes to Widow for a single shot. Now we'll swing back out. Pepe's coming out onto the high ground. They lose Who Are You though, and actually this is they're trying to come out all the different doors at the same time here. Wei just try and find something. They don't need to win this fight cleanly. They just need picks, and Lee Min is going to provide right there. Space now for their Zen on this high ground. Thanks for the map redesign, Blizzard. They will get out Discord as well onto Finn. That will allow Huyi to get his clean up kill. They will break for spawn hold after about a minute. Decision now for Zeta Division. Do they try and get 3 fights out of this? Or are they just going to accept they got the 1 fight in spawn belt with a good fight on the corner?
웨이는 그럼 뭘 해야 되냐? 이 긴 상황에서
Diva swap now from
안할
Banar.
쓰는 만큼 변수를 내야 돼. 와, 베르나 바로. 네, 지난번에 만났던 기억이 있다 보니까 그냥 디바 들고 나오네요.
뒷라인 아나야타 그럼 터질 준비.
Lee Min has the Transcendence ready to go. Double support ult nearly there for Zeta Division 2. Tricky one for Banar here. The implication is he's going to try and go round for Sigma a lot. As he just tries to get behind Pepe, bit of damage forces him. Rally to keep going. They bash him out of that Matrix. Transcendence in response from Lee Min, so Violet has to back it up right now. They do manage to stabilize. Violet considering bowing back in. Don't do it, Violet. Don't do it. Pepe nearly has for Flux. Struggling to deal with this. We're trying to clear out this Diva right now. Can get back to the high ground. Flora finds the pick. Ray comes through to keep the push going. Lee Min is stuck hopelessly in deep. And they will give a hold. Force back to spawn. Looking for a late kill onto Who Are You as well. Still has for deflect. And they will stabilize. Lee Min has got over onto the brig now. Maybe just to try and help deal. Matches up nicely into Diva. Also can deal with the Genji a little bit better. But Zeta have both DPS ults right now. Nano onto Who Are You coming around the corner. Nearly has the blade. Gets the first kill without it. Pulls the blade for the second one. All over Finn. 2 for him. They've lost 2 in the back right now, but Who Are You's blade might just do too much damage. They've stopped the cart quite far forward though and found trades, so Zeta Division they will get another fight, and Banar is actually going to try and preserve his mech. He's going to get to the Mega. Is no Mega actually, but he will be safe. Now wait, they've got the Flux, they've got the Overclock here. Needs to hit the Flux Pepe. They've been quite hit and miss so far. Needs a good connect here. Tries to need to force a cooldown, then commit it. Might just target the backline. Pepe is pulled for trigger now. Onto the Diva. Lots of damage. Doesn't get the D-Mech. Trying to clear out Pelican at the same time. Overclock at the same time from Aid. Flora has responded. Out of mech right now, but Flora wins the duel. Self-destruct will go off. They get the mech back too. And Wei, they're going to be repelled here as well. 40 seconds left on the clock. Wei's map pick here as well, remember. And now, looking a little bit rough. No ults to speak of for Wei, and Violet has a second rally. Pelican's going to catch Who Are You, and this is all going wrong for Wei right now. They're chasing them all the way back to spawn. We're looking for another late kill. Rock doesn't catch anything. Lee Min is going to have a rally to match, but Finn has built the Ray in this time as well. Double support ult here for Zeta Division. Last fight. Rally's going to be used aggressively. Saving that bash for Matrix. Will bash for Matrix. Lee Min can't save the Ray over top for double support ult. It's just too much. And Wei are going to get full held on their map pick. Naka rushing to try and get one last desperate touch. Can't make it. And Zeta Division have dealt with this one, no problem.
시그마 아나야타로 상대 라우가 주노 불이 조합 내리게 만들고 결국 상대가 디바를 들어도
And let's put Zeta Division in a beautiful position. Only need to win a couple of fights. It's a 2-fight situation here. The second fight's going to be really scuffed. If they can take the spawn hold still, they just need to make sure Wayne that they don't give a single inch, a single centimeter. And try and keep them pinned in. Did well in this Nanoblade fight as well. They obviously lose a lot to the Nanoblade, but they trade out really well. Often the best case against Nanoblade. Nanoblade is sometimes a hard combo to deal with to survive. So the best case is, can you trade kills? Can you just make it a messy fight? So maybe they win the fight, maybe they still get plenty of value out of that Nanoblade, but it costs them like 3 kills in response or something. Now they're going over to the Mauga here way. Zeta Division going to deal with the spawn camp as well. Wei not going to show themselves immediately. They'll run out when the spawn doors open. Don't think there'll be any surprises here. Almost every team spawn camps here, so as much as Wei are going to try and keep it a secret until the last second, I don't think we're going to see Zeta Division looking particularly shocked and surprised to see a team holding out in spawn given the situation. Flora's going to swing out on his right-hand side. Violet is starting on the Ana. He's hiding for a late peek with the nade. Goes for it just onto Pepe. Just needs that one. And Who Are You? They takes down Violet for it, but the nade is so much damage onto Pepe. They try and follow up the kill. They can convert the kill. Again, same principles here for Zeta Division as it was for Wei when it's breaking the spawn hold. Any kill will do. It doesn't need to be a clean fight win. Wei, though, they have no chance to disengage. They just have to die on point here. Build as much ult as they can. Trade as many kills as they can. And that's 30 seconds is all they got off the clock here. Now Wei, they don't have any space left to give. This next hold has to just maintain. Violet was swapping back and forth with heroes as well and died quite early, so it doesn't have a crazy nano boost advantage like you often sometimes see with the Ana in these comps. It'll be a full neutral again. Eyes on Violet. He's just been nading as most Anas do. Just nade for Malga, clear it. Pelican dash out, doesn't go exactly where he wants. Peppy will stomp through, but he catches for nade, and now Bernard, he can chase his frontline, and Peppy's just going to die too. Nice and easy, right? Just nade for Malga. Push for frontline. Violet has been traded. Imba back is Ace. Hueyu's actually found a second one as well. Ace on the high ground. He's going to die late, but I don't know if this has bought enough time for him to get the touch. Hueyu is still alive behind, but they're just free on point right now. Can they even touch? Does Peppy have stomp? Hueyu's coming back. Peppy will get on point. They have one more chance here, Wei, thanks to those kills from Hueyu and Aid. They'll get themselves on point. Rays are neck and neck right now. Hueyu nearly has the blade as well. Stomp here onto Banana this time. Forces him all the way out. Violet maybe a little bit caught in the open. Doesn't get caught though. Zeta Division have a Ray. They nearly have a cage. Aid wins a duel, and Wei, they're digging their heels in. They've got no more space to give. They've got themselves out, but again, they've got to be so cautious of these nade timings. There's nothing they really have to prevent it. And we've seen it happen to Peppy time and time again. If he gets caught by the nade, he's going to get caught by the sleep here as well. The nade over the top as well. The Ray comes in, the blade in. The cage comes out from Banar as well. Hueyu? He needs so much value. He's got two with the blade. He's going to get in the cage now as well, but it's not enough. Pelican pulls the blade, finishes him off. And Zeta Division will get it over the line. They have the ults to do it in the end. Hueyu made his best effort out of that. The Zeta Division do hold strong, do convert it. It wasn't easy, considering it was a full hold that set them up for that. The Zeta Division take the lead. And alright. Zeta Division now on the verge.
6킨 스트리트의 웨이의 전략이 빛났다면 하바나는 제타가
Nano Ray on a cage, really tough to survive. Yeah, I mean it was always going to be a nigh impossible challenge for Wei, and probably a good demonstration there of why so many teams are keen to run Diana in this mirror, just because the ability to win that front line is actually nuts. Right, we saw the first two fights they won is just nade for Malga, push that front line, win that trade. Really need your... But I think what we've seen a lot of teams do is try and use the Genji as much as possible to disrupt and mark that Ana. But it's a really tough job for the Genji to do consistently. There's always going to be nade times when you just need to nade the tank, and the tank has no shield, no matrix, no way to avoid it. You saw a lot of the time Peppy would have saved his stomp. He's able to stomp and run away, but all that happens when he does that is Bernard can just follow with a stomp of his own, chase Peppy, and they convert the kill afterwards. Yeah, first of all, yes, Unter is getting ready for his big game today. He is fully locked into SSG this weekend. Visions of Jova. I mean, that was a tough one, right? Because that was their map pick, and now the only map type we have left for Wei to choose from is the is Flashpoint, if I'm not mistaken. Wei just needs to win 3 in a row now. They've got it. Oh, okay, if it's only 3 in a row, they're probably good for it, right? With double nade now, it's almost a must. Yeah, Anna certainly seems to be the character who's benefited most from the perks. The groggy really matches up really nicely. The nade is just really good in almost every situation. But double nano, really good. And looks like there's that presumably Milgari setting back up now as they go to Flashpoint. So they go Saravasa and force Ball. And they try and hit, they try and recreate the new Queen Street. The new Queen Street, it feels like a special. It feels like a special situation, you know? It was such a the map happened. Can they recreate that? What bans do they have left as well here, Wei? Because obviously we're getting quite deep into the series now, and the deeper you go in the series, by this time, you've normally used a lot of your powerful bans. Unless, of course, Russian Flesser are your coaches, in which case you probably still have all your powerful bans still available to you. But Wei, I think, in a situation where they've used a lot of their powerful ones already. There's been no ball ban so far from ZETA, so I think Wei have to protect tank, because they want to leave ball open and hazard open, probably. They've used the D.Va ban already, Wei. Orisa, do they ban? And maybe, like, Benar's just going to play D.Va then, most likely. D.Va or Malga. Well, obviously, they've used the Malga ban, they've used the D.Va ban, but maybe Orisa is the best version. What would ZETA ban in response? They could ban Genji, right? I hope so, Mo. I hope we see the Han Benson again. Shouldn't hero bans be reset after map 5 mark? I don't believe so, no. I think they just keep going. Whoever loses next match between Tracer Recruit and Falcon's gone. No, Garland. There's more stages. I feel like there's been some misinformation from those bloody plat chat merchants. Merchants of misinformation they were. What happens now, because we got a bit of time before we do bans and stuff. These 4 teams are all going to go to the Asia playoffs. They're going to join the Japanese team, the Pacific teams, who are going to play a group stage. 2 Korean teams in each, 1 Japanese team and 1 Pacific team. So we're going to have mirrored regions in each group. They're going to play the group stage. The top 2 go through, which we expect to be a pretty all-Korean affair. These top 4 teams go into the upper bracket semis, and then we do a double elimination bracket, and the top 2 from this double elimination bracket make it to China. So we've got this weekend, Korea playoffs are all going to happen this weekend, and then we've got 2 more weekends of action from the Asia land. So still plenty of opportunities for all of these teams. There's much more. There's money, there's pride on the line. But yeah, the LAN. Yeah, so I guess I say the Asia LAN is probably worth, for clarity's sake. The group stage will be online, but playoffs will be on LAN. So LAN online. Well, that was some of my quickest and best writing with my mouse. I'm getting good at this. 1 year in, I'm getting pretty good at this.
역시나 수라바스로 가는 승률에 대한 부분을 말씀드립니다.
You're not? I think I am. I think I am. Alright, Suravasa is the pick. We're expecting a tank protect here, maybe an Orisa ban from Wei. Let's see what we get. Oh, we're getting Alfie has returned. He was the opener and he's going to attempt to be the closer. Obviously, he's the only opener left in Korea playoffs right now. Sorry, OP. Uncalled for straight.
이런 상황에서 뭐 겐지벤이면 토르비오거에다가 최근에 가장 최근 경기 T1전에서 제스처도 팔아보고 결국 안 되겠다.
Maybe they expect a Genji ban. Yeah, I mean, I think if I'm ZETA Division, if they're gonna run the ball type comp, the sort of heroes I'd want to ban would be Ana and Kiriko potentially. Or maybe not Ana. Maybe I want Ana for myself. Maybe I want to ban Kiriko, but I think if I'm not mistaken, they've already banned Kiriko. Yeah, ZETA have already banned Kiriko. They've also already banned Ana, so maybe Genji is the best one they can get.
그래야 그리고 고정이 단단하게 되거든요.
밀가루가 다시 들어왔습니다. 웨이.
Is there anything else that would be more worthwhile for ZETA as a counter ban? Presuming they can't ban tank. Obviously, if they can ban tank, they probably just ban ball, right? Ban ball, maybe ban hazard. So maybe the Genji ban is just the best option for ZETA. They put Alfie in and then they both end up playing Tracer, or maybe Alfie start Pharah. That's what I think's most likely. Wei fans still hopeful in the audience. And Maka and who are you? Maka and who are you sign? Morning Axiom. Is it still morning? It's only 10 AM. Fuck. It's been such a good series. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, doesn't feel like it's only 10 AM.
다시 한번 좀
And this is just for warm up too, isn't it? This is just for warm up. Crazy Raccoon and Falcons to follow. 4 AM for you? Fuck. Korea so rough for the American viewers. Is Echo getting any play? Little bits here and there. We saw Who swap onto Echo yesterday when the other team was playing Pharah. It's actually, you know what, it's not out of the question that ZETA would maybe even ban Echo so they can play the Pharah themselves, and the counter swap that Who wants to do isn't available for it.
아직 돌도 안 됐어요.
Cheers, Carlos.
그러면 거의 한 2044년 5년 막 이럴 때 성인 되네요.
2044. 그렇죠. 맞아. 2044년 때 성인이에요.
So yeah, Echo or Genji would be my anticipation. Genji probably more likely from ZETA Division.
우리의 1타 강사들을 소개합니다. 인서울은
ZETA Division sign. Come on, you didn't even draw it yourself. You printed that one out at home. I'm only accepting original artwork.
야, 이 베르나르 선생님은 모든 걸 다 하셔야 되네요.
God. Shamelessly re-asking because I'm curious as fuck. Do you have any insight into the lineup teams sitting on stage? Nearly every team has their flex next to their tank. Main support will be outside. The Crazy Raccoon always have Chirong next to tank and Shu on the outside, and ZETA have recently swapped Finn and Violet sitting around. Ooh. Interesting. Let's get back to this. I'll answer this question first. So I've recently swapped Finn and Violet seats around too. Is it difference in strategy, needs, or am I overthinking nothing? It's like a small factor, I think. But generally, when you're sitting there on stage and everyone's in a line, you can actually see pretty consistently the monitors of the two players either side of you. So generally, when we would try and do on London, there would be some thought of like, whose screen do you want to be able to see, right? So some of the classic combos, that's why some of the stage layout is dictated in by the organization, in the sense that they want like DPS tank support. DPS, so you know there's some limitations, but generally you want to be next to the person you're probably going to end up working with the most, you know? Sometimes it is just, yeah, like Gala said, like some people just prefer not to be on the end. I don't know if people will go as far as making it comp dependent, but you know, like the fact that Chirong plays a very aggressive style on Lucio, actually with Jumbin a lot, maybe that just makes a little bit more sense that he's actually gets to see Jumbin's screen a little bit more and his timing and his setup. So it is something teams think about, but it's not like, I don't think it's like a massive factor. So we're going to see Wei ban the Brig now as well, which in theory does open up the ball a little bit for them as well. But they're not actually going to run the ball here. And interestingly, that even with that tank ban opened, ZETA Division choose not to ban the ball either. They're in fact going to ban the Genji. So more interested in targeting Who Are You? Scout, Roma Medic, Demo Pocket. Exactly, mate. Sonic's nose. a fine crafted art in TF2. And Aid is on Bastion. Remember, single elimination here in the playoffs. They still get to go to the Asia land even if they lose here, Wayne, but they will be out of the running for Korea playoffs. And Violet's going to get taken down early from Milgari. It is Anakiri too. Flora's going to back it up, and all of ZETA Division actually going to back it up off the back up that opening pick. And a nice easy fight for Wei here. Really interesting that ZETA didn't pick the ball back. I thought it would have been really wide open, but maybe they just don't need it. Who Are You can't finish that kill there. Lee Min was thrown in kunais as well, but Finn gets away with that one. We're going to try and rotate Finn aside, but look at Milgari. He's got eyes on this Ana. Violet's just going to rotate in front of everyone. He's got no fear. Defensive nade. He's going to get pocketed through all of it. It's Maka who dies. Violet is just the bait. Happy to be the bait as well, isn't he? Violet, mate, can you just swing in front of their entire team to bait the dive on you? I sure can, boss. I'll try and hit a 180 sleep, and if I don't, you guys will bail me out. I trust you. Who You actually went for a late pulse bomb kill there for a trade. Doesn't find it either. And ZETA Division, a very quick retake here. Milgaro has hit the ball swap right now, so very much expect Violet to hit the groggy perk once it becomes available. Who probably is going to get to that very soon. You normally get it about the same time you get your first ult, give or take. And that should in theory make Milgaro's life harder. Interesting Who We Use made the swap onto Mei here as well. So Mei is good into the D.Va. Obviously, all of that left click damage will go straight through the Matrix. Chilling reach as well, a bit of extra range on that will make it harder. One roll through right now trying to bait the sleep, but Violet doesn't pull it. They're just trying to clear a little bit of space on the point right now. ZETA in control, Sleep and Nano onto Bernard will force the ice block out, and now all over Maka. Defensive nade doesn't do anywhere near enough to keep Maka alive. Lee Soo-min is committed deep on the flank. Who are you going to try and live on point? Cannot. ZETA Division should be good for a pretty quick cleanup on this first one. Aid is on the flank. Ooh, coach going back to the Mega, can't get it though. Flora hits the execute, and ZETA Division are good for the first one. Now, moving over is going to be, who are you onto the Echo here as well, actually. So who are you? You see it, right? The guy on Genji, but as soon as he starts to force him in a different direction, starts to feel a little bit more awkward for him. Echo will match up a little bit better onto the Torb here. But we all know he's just not got the same aura, does he? We're moving on to point D right now, overclocking the hands of Flora. Aid is swinging right back there as well. Trying to get the first touch, ZETA when it unlocks. They're going to clear the ball first, though. Milgaru is actually behind, forced a defensive nade out. Flora's going to slide back, actually. Who are you is on the flank, boop off the map. See you later, Flora. Flora slid back to help. But he just put himself in danger. The ZETA backline have dropped the Ray and they have survived, but they've lost their DPS. They can trade one kill out of it, but they maybe need a little bit more. They're going to get a second one, actually. Milgaru's low, but Bernard, he can't finish the kill. He's got the bomb to keep going. Kitsune rush used by Lee Soo-min, but Bernard is just going to waste so much of their time. He forces the TP out. Bernard wants to kill everyone. He's going to get it in the Baby Diva form. And Bernard does just everything for him there. No DPS, no problem for ZETA Division. The supports find 2 kills with their raid timing. Bernard is going to clean up the rest. And they did concede 27% of the flip there, or of the cap rather, ZETA, but they get themselves back in control. Flank coming through from Maka, and who are you? They're going to run into this Torb. Alfie has to be aware. He's going to get swung both sides, and the nade. They get the assassination. They'll deal with the turret. Aid is on a solo flank. We've seen this quite a lot. When Wei starts to play this flank-heavy style, Aid, even on the Ashe, a hero not associated with taking solo risks on flanks, will start to take a lot of those risks, but Bernard keeps punishing them. Sleep on the ground for Violet. The ground is asleep, but Violet is in trouble. Still trying to put pressure on his back. And boom, back into the mines. It's beautiful. Oh, he's playing bowls right now with Violet. Slam comes through as well. No escape for Finn. Milgaru has taken care of the backline. And they will clean up. There was a bob on point during all of this as well to threaten Cap, so they will get this one over the line. Nicely done by Milgaru there. Boop off the map in the first fight. Boop into the mines on this next one. And Wei get themselves control of the point, but they're a little bit short on ults. And actually, Milgaru's been slept right now. Worth noting, Violet has indeed gone to that groggy perk as we expected. They can't punish Milgaru on this occasion, though. Maka nearly has Nano. Who are you? Nearly has Copy. Maybe a Copy Anna on the go. Maka's there, hiding with a nade for roll through, though. It only kills Flora. They're trying to push their way out. A copy on the other side. The nade is good as well. The sleep. They'll clear up the turret, too. They've killed Finn in the backline here. Bernard's going to try and go to point, but he's triggered the overtime, but it's too little too late. And Wei will be good for this one here. Once again, Maka on the flank. Imagine trying to do a rotation. There's an Anna hiding in front of you. There's a Copy Anna behind you. How on earth can you deal with all those nades? They tie it up 1-1 Wei, remember. 3-1 down. They have to win every map from here on out to keep themselves in it. Early nade comes through. Catches 2 players, actually. Minefield comes through as well. Alfie's turret goes down. Oh, little hand time slam over the wall from Milgaru here. Aid's cleaned up on point. They're trying to ray and push forwards. They can't trade. Aid for Suzu is good from Lee Soo-min. Burner's going to keep going. He does finish the kill. He's going to chase out Lee Soo-min. But who are you? Killed everyone in main. The raid push comes to naught for ZETA Division. And Bernard is just going to have to go off map here, I think, as well. He's going to bomb for it, Bernard. He's got the mech. He's going for the remake kill. Oh, my God. Bernard had a vision. He could see something we could not. But it is no good. It is no good. Sleep is wide. Milgaru avoids that one. They get the late kill onto Flora. Oh, the nade as well. Violet's going to get crushed. And ZETA Division stuck in spawn right now. The ball, the nades, the plays starting to come into their own right now. Eyes on Maka. He's flanking again. The nade catches Alpha Yi. Overload has been used. Just into the back. Will get slept here, Milgari. They can't commit the kills. ZETA Vision, they want to go forward with this. They're going to drop the overclock. Molten Core as well. But the Kitsune Rush is holding him. Flora, desperate. Will rotate, will survive. Copy comes through and Flora runs into A. Takes care of that one, but not out of the woods yet. They've dealt with the Bob, but they're just getting traded again. The double Anna. Talk about how powerful Anna is in these perks. Sleep on the point as well. Finish it for Who Are You. And the double Anna does it again. How on earth do you answer these early aggressive double Anna timings? Wei take the lead on Saravasa. And Who Are You? We often talk about how he has a lack of impact when you take him off that Genji hero, but right now he's having a huge one. It's a good question, Stormbreaker, and I'm hoping someone in chat can answer. Gonna get first touch on point here. ZETA Vision have swapped Alfie over to the Tracer as well here. No, you don't get the copy perks. Okay, good to know. It didn't look like it was on his screen, but I wasn't sure if how much of that was visual and how much of that was actually you don't get it. Okay, Banara's gonna be cleared off point here. They've got the angles on him here. Wait, they'll clear that one up. They have the nano to keep going if they want. Happy to just keep trolling around. Milgaro has the Rat Pack perk. We've seen a lot of steamrollers in a lot of situations, but maybe against Diva, something you're not doing as often. Mine's on the choke right now. Flora's going to try and get out of that one. Does get out of that one. Nano comes through onto Who Are You. Counter Nano comes through, but Who Are You kills Finn. Violet was safe thanks to his Nano, and now Who Are You's just going to turn onto this Diva. Banara's so low, he's running for HP. Sleep into the back from Maka. Elimination. And Wei, they're just hitting everything at the moment. Who Are You survives on a sliver of HP. All these small margins, all these little things are going their way. Violet is close, needs to be careful. As Milgara goes for a bit of a drive-through. Finn has the Ray for the repush, and they've naded, but they can't punish Who Are You. The nade is good again, though! Maka's gonna hit the sleep! ZETA Division! I've seen this one before! I've been to Toronto, I've been to New Queen Street! And they just can't keep tabs on Maka right now. The ball from one side, the nade from the other. Flora hand time slam. Flora's going to be forced out as well. Milgaru harassing. Dodges for sleep as well. And oh my god, have ZETA dropped the ball by not just banning ball on this map? Bob available now, Age. They just need to win this fight. Way to take the map. Dynamite over the top. Ray comes out. Bob's taking a lot of damage. There is the copy. Anna again. Multiple nades. Violet will catch one. They go to clear the Tracer out. Finn is stuck behind. No support, no backup. Alfie throws out the pulse bomb. It goes wide. Recall has been forced as well. Nade is going to hit. And it's just over, just like that. Maka pumped again. They have a style here that is just something ZETA can't hang with. Proactive, flank heavy, hitting them early, not afraid to take risks. And Wei keep themselves alive in this series.
왜 저게 되지? 제타 입장에서 아니 에코가 왜 잘하지 하다가 오히려 말린 듯한 느낌.
그러니까 나는 겐지를 제일 잘하는 거지 에코를 못하는 게 아니다라는 게 제대로 증명됐던 프라바사였죠.
Of course, Floro. It's fun to see. It reminds me the team that was always best at this, most consistently, I feel like it was always Florida Mayhem. You ever watch those old Florida Mayhem games from Season 6? And the setups they have, the positions they would get Trong on Anarin or Rucall if he was playing it, the setups they would have for their dives, it was actually so hard to deal with. But I always felt when you were playing Florida, they were always at like 2 steps ahead of you. By the time you figured out what you want to do and where you're going, they've already got the perfect hit orchestrated for that exact position. And it's a really effective way. It's really hard to deal with, right? You talk about what ZETA Division needs to be doing better. They need to be aware of these things, right? They need to be as aware if they can. Can they eat more of these nades? Can they sniff out more of these targets, you know? But it's hard, right? Because we see Bernard is really... I feel like Bernard did a pretty good job at taking Aid out of the game, right? We see Aid going for some of these flanks as well. So Bernard was taking him out of the game pretty consistently. But the problem is you take one threat out, but if there's 3 threats, different doors, different sides every single time, really tricky. think this map was on Alfie, the Torb not doing much. Yeah, I think the Trace is definitely better. Genji can be fine as well, but obviously Genji banned on this occasion. But yeah, something like that, just to take him out. Because again, you talk about multiple threats, multiple doors. Like, what you want is heroes that can deal with that. Trace is very good at that. D.Va's very good at that. And now this is a little bit, we're gonna get the comms. Yeah, pretty calm in the end. They were winning this fight pretty comfortably. 3-1 up on the map. Still happy though, Maka. Stand up again. Maka's feeling himself today. Can you explain the Kumba Maka thing? Yeah, so essentially, Maka was a player signed to Florida Mayhem on Season 6. I don't think he really... Maybe he played like 1 or 2 maps, but he was never a main part of their roster in Season 6. The main reason Gumba signed him is he thought he was a really big upcoming talent, and was mainly signing him for Season 7. Obviously, as things go, there was no Season 7, so it ended up being a bit of a wasted signing. But Gumba has a pretty good reputation in terms of successfully scouting players and finding talented players, and you know, Maka maybe has had a pretty disappointing 2024. So this now feels like we're really seeing, I guess, these last couple of weeks really feels like Maka's at like the best we've seen from Maka so far. Does he have a ring? He does have a ring. Yeah, who are you and Maka? Obviously, both on that Florida Mayhem team. Both didn't play in their playoff victory. Both got a ring. Who are you? Obviously got one. Shanghai Dragons, right? I can't remember what season it was. Was it 3? No. 4? Someone will fact check me. 2021, that would have been 4, right? Yeah. Yeah, because 2 and 3 was shot, yeah. Is who are you the man with the most rings except Rascal? I don't think, because a lot of that Shock roster would have got 2, right? Just from going back to back. Is there a table on Liquipedia or something? I feel like that would be the sort of thing. Smurf also has 3. Has 3 after Stockholm. I don't know if you want to count Stockholm though. It doesn't feel the same. Personally, I wouldn't count it. Yeah, I don't think we... The problem is they're too different to compare Overwatch League and OWCS. It feels like it's too hard to compare, you know. I think we just need to treat Overwatch League as its own sort of thing in the past.
본인들의 흐름으로 좀 끌고 가면서 다시 한번 모든 맵이 열렸습니다.
리셋됐어요.
Maka was off. No, I think he was there the entire time. I'm pretty sure Maka was there the entire time in Florida.
이제 웨이 시그니처를 제타가 좀 막을 수가 없고 제타 같은 경우에는 본인들이 힐러 뱅카드를 가져가면 아우가 주부불이라는 카드가 완전히 열린 상황이라 쟁탈전 일단 좀 무난해 보이긴 하거든요.
자, 여러 가지 선택지도 분명히 있긴 합니다. 말씀해주신 대로 쟁탈전 일단 가능성이 높아 보이긴 하는데 다른 선택이 이어질 수도 있는 거예요. 이러면 오아시스나 리장타워 쪽으로 갈 가능성이 전 높다고 좀 생각이 들거든요. 네. 아무래도 좀 파라의 밸류를 좀 더 살릴 수 있을 것이고. 그렇죠. 적중. 네, 리장타워 선택입니다.
Left it August according to Liquipedia? I feel like that isn't right, no?
전장으로는 사실
Maybe I've misremembered it, but I'm pretty sure.
요즘 리장타워 선픽을 가져가서 파라를 살리는데 제타가 1세트 사고에 이어서 다시 한번 쟁탈전을 이기면서
I'm pretty sure he was on there because he was signed mainly for season 7.
6번째 세트는 리장타워로 결정이 됐습니다. 제타 디비전이 선택한 전장이 되겠고요. 이러면 밴이 좀 중요할 것 같은데.
I feel like this has got, because it says other tournaments all mixed in, right? Like it has like the countdown tournament stuff, which will sort of like blur the lines a little bit here. Oh, thank you, Enigma. Thank you for the 10 months. X500. Do you think that Hui is the best Genji at the moment? I don't know. In terms of like, these last couple of days have actually been really impressive. I feel like you've always got to give proper the edge though when it comes to the best Genji. But But right now,
결국 이런 식으로 리장 타워에서
feels pretty reasonable.
투 서브 힐러를
Like he's certainly, like he's looking better than Alfie and Pelican on these maps, right? Like he looked better obviously than Zest and Viper yesterday, which is maybe not as impressive. You know, like it's still good, but it's not quite as impressive. But Alfie, Alfie and Pelican also struggling. Obviously now the Genji banner's been burnt as well, right? So Huiyu is back on his hero.
좀더 우위를 가져갈 수 있을까요? 6세트 리장 타워로 가보시죠.
Sorry, I missed a question as well. Lee Min looks like a Magic, right? Yeah, in terms of... Yeah, well, he's basically a flex support who can play Lucio. He's probably closer to, like... Honestly, he's probably actually closer to Gala in terms of, like, the role he plays here. Like, can play Lucio, but definitely has the strength here on, like, on the Kiriko. On the sort of second flex support hero. Alright, let's do a quick catch up because we obviously got the bans and everything going in as well. We're going on to map number 6 now. Lucio banned from Zeta Vision as we go to Lijiang Tower. Milgaru remains in. They're going to try and play the Ana, Kiribati and Hazard here. But I think this is a very hard map for the Hazard here. We saw Aid going for some sort of solo flanks. You can see right now Aid and Maka are playing on the bridge. They're going to try and take some space over. And actually Aid's going to pick Flora here. They've taken over the Dojo side. We were actually covering this in VOD review, right? Where playing from white, which is what Wei did last time they played Zeta Vision on this map, they really struggled. So going and taking over the Dojo side first, big fan of. Maybe they listened to the VOD review. They didn't. But they found a way to get Milgaru into more meaningful positions here. When Milgaru has to dive from point all the way to Dojo, it's a really far dive for him. If he could just take and stage in Dojo instead, force Zeta Division to point, I think it's going to feel a lot better for Wei here. So Wei have made adaptations since the last time they played Lijiang Tower against Zeta Division, and I'm here. Ooh, I'm here for it. Banara's going to swap onto the Diva right now. Maka will be forced to DP a little bit from that Dynamite. Bomb have a choke. Flora's actually killed Maka as well, actually, here. Boops out a little bit right now. Milgaru doesn't have full healing at choke right now. Lee Min is going to try and do it all. Nearly has the Kitsune rush, but Milgaru dies before he can get it. And this is going to be a free retake here. So Flora very quickly atones for getting picked in that first fight. Who are you? Wait, Lee Min. Who are you? Bit spooky. Do get 2 trades out of it as well, which is going to make it a little bit harder on this hold. Milgaru's gone onto the ball as well. Violet holding quite far back on the bridge right now. Artillery strike comes in. Violet, are you okay? Oh, kind of walks into that one a little bit. Everything works out fine. Survives more by luck than anything else. Slam onto the backline. They're by the coast. They need to be careful. Zeta's backline right now. Violet's going to get booped off the map. They were not careful enough. Milgaru gets 2. Kitsune rush on point allows them to clean everything else up. And Zeta Division, look at their ults. They were just sort of 10 to 12% short on everything. So the early Kitsune rush helps them out. Maka is hiding close again. If they come White Room, but surely they're... Yeah, look at Bernard. He knows. No chance for Maka. He's going to get naded out of that one in Zeta Division. They snuff out the danger. 2 picks before they even get to point right now. They can't catch the ball when Lee Min still finds a trade on the flank. For the remaining 4 players of Zeta Division, they've got numbers advantage. They've got ults in the back pocket. They can move to point. But oh, a slam! Violet gets caught. Lee Min gets a second one. They've dropped the Rain out and the Bob. Zeta Division are spending to try and convert this fight. Milgaru is low on point. Nanoblade comes back. So the dash back, but Flora still dies. They get a 1-for-1 trade only out of that Nanoblade though. Not enough. They've conceded the flip as well as Milgaru is back on point. Who are you is trying to mark this barrage. Mine's on point to force it right now. They're trying to push for the cap here. Flora's coming back on Cass. Alfie's going to be forced out, and it's actually Finn. It's going to get nanoed in all of this as well. I guess to survive, they deal with Who Are You, to be fair. So again, a very expensive fight for Zeta Division. But they get themselves back on point. They had to win that one, of course. We're at 92%. They have Barrage for this next one. Wait, don't quite have anything yet. They nearly have Bob and Kitsune Rush, which they can use to force point. Just got to keep eyes on this Barrage. Obviously, Who Are You can deflect it.
들어왔다 싶으면 그냥 마카이르 쪽에 포화를 쓸 수도
Violet's gone for the nade perk here, actually, so I don't know if they've sort of baited him out. Boot back there. Alfie's going to catch some left clicks. Milgari's trying to get involved on him here as well. Mines will be used. Alfie is still getting harassed here. Sleep onto Milgari now. Suzu to save him from that nade, actually. And Huayu's coming the other door while they do that. Violet was looking for the punish, but they get everyone else. Maka will die for this. Alfie, we're barraging. We have to. But Wei are going to take this. Banara's going to keep stalling out point now, just buying time. He's going to die here. He's going to self-destruct, actually. Ambitious from Banar. He's going to die before it. I mean, I guess Ambitious, he also has to. Kitsune Rush Bob on point. Oh, Kitsune Rush Bob, you don't see the combo a lot, but it's such a powerful combo. When Bob gets turbocharged, he really gets going, and Wei are going to win the first round. Remember as well, Zeta Division's map pick. Choice of bands. We're going to get a replay of this. This is Violet going off the map. Oh, they don't have the camera there. You can see it in like the background of Huayu's screen. This is Huayu. This is when Milgari was slept on the other side. He just catches Finn. Maka was on the flank, and you see again Banar, like, they're flanking, right? The other team's flanking. Diva, can you punish one of these flanks? Banar always gets a kill. He goes and kills the Ashe, he goes and kills the Ana in that situation. But it's just, it's not enough. there's always a second flank, a second angle, a ball coming from the sky. Alright, Hazard Bastion now. Starting on the Diva here, Zeta Division. Starting on the cast, maybe anticipating the ball, but ooh, Flora's going to deal with this flank right now. And they shut it down. They do lose. They're still getting trades. Sleep through here as well. Huyu's going to dash free. Deflect comes out as well. Banar has full pocket with this Matrix. Huayu is trying to get pocketed as well, but they can't eat those heals. And Maka's probably going to die late here on the coast. Milgari was considering going for a touch next, and Maka was still committed. But Banar doesn't go and kill him, just trying to preserve his life. Lee Sin-min taking this duel with Flora, winning this duel with Flora, forces him to deep-peek a little bit. Flora's going to come back for round 2, and this time he clears Lee Sin-min. Maka's trying to rotate into an aggressive position. I think they're trying to punish him right now. All over Maka. He's out in the open. Maka's in big trouble, but Milgari's killed Violet during all of this. Milgari's clean too. They were trying to punish Maka in main, but Maka just gives him the slip, and this is going to be a quick retake for Wei. Flashbang comes out, all at the choke. They catch both of those kills. And now Wei getting very close in this opening nano. A chance to go Huayu's way, a chance to go Milgari's way. Need to try and put it away through this choke, but this is a very oppressive wall choke here for the Hazard. Maka was on the flank as well, of course he is. We have a big Genji on the far side from Zeta Division trying to bust open the flank, and I think they have forced Huayu back for now. Sleep onto it, but oh, Banar with a 180 Matrix, he catches it. Maka goes down with Nano. They're going to try and double in, but here they go. High Noon to protect him. And Zeta Division. Oh, what Matrix from Banar, actually, to get that one. Looked like Maka was going to get the drop on him, but eyes in the back of his head, Matrix in the back of his head. And they get a quick retake here, Zeta Division. And again, free retake. Or they use for High Noon, right? But not very expensive. Deflect onto the sleep from Alpha Yi. Nade will be dodged as well, so no cooldowns now for Maka. This flank hasn't gone his way, but they're going to drop the Nano Blade anyway. Hinder comes through. Ray comes through. Violet gets chopped up anyway. Finn's trying to run. Finn can't run. Oh, he's stuck in the downpour. And it rains, it pours, and all that. Flora will go down. Bernard does get his one. He always trades one of these. Flora's going to try and re-peek here. Self-destruct. And actually, they think they can clutch. Alfie has pulled the blade. He's got eyes on Huayu. And Wei couldn't convert that Nano Blade advantage. Oh, this is a huge fight for the economy of Zeta Division here. Breaking the Nano Blade. Breaking the Nano Blade. Trading their way out. Bernard was able to shut down Age during all of that. And then Huayu, I feel like he got enough value, but he doesn't get the kill on the downpoured cast there. Milgaro has now gone Ramatra here. They do have ult advantage here, Wei. Violet has the rally. It's all Zeta have right now. Oh, Violet wants to go. He wants to go. He's got the backline in his sights. He's going all the way. He's on it. He misses the whip shot, though. Maka's floating away, but he gets him. Low HP stuck behind. Huayu has killed the backline, though, as they push in aggressively here, Zeta. Huayu will get a third, and they will get the retake. And Wei only used for bobbing that as well. I think Zeta were probably hoping for a little bit more, even if they lost the fight. They were probably hoping that they could have got both ults out of Wei there. So Wei hold on to the Kitsune rush. Violet's walking in. He doesn't. He actually has no fear. It's going to be a Malga swap from Banara as well. So now, in theory, tank advantage in this head-to-head for Zeta Division. They have the Heidning to swing with, but Lee Min has the Kitsune rush. Damage onto Bernard, forces the stomp. Form is traded. Looking for the Kitsune rush here. Lee Min with a wide swing. Dash in right now. Violet is on the run. He's trying to get out. The supports are pocketing each other on coast. Milgari wants value in main. He's all over Flora. He supports her there, but he's gone so deep. Milgari, they pocket Bernard through all of it. Both tanks are traded. Flora's trying to win this duel, but Lee Min gets out. Aid is just walking to spawn, but Flora's got him covered. Violet is still playing around on coast. Violet needs help. Finn is coming. Both Flora is coming. The peel is good. They will eventually lose Violet, but they're looking to clean up the kills. Alpha Yi will finish that one. Alpha Yi will finish both of them. Zeta Division have control of the point right now. One more desperate attempt for Wei. It's going to be a huge ult fight here. Aid has gone Sim. I don't know if he'll stick it or if it's just out of spawn. Yeah, he's walked out of spawn on it. Maka's only just spawned now, so they have for Wraith in this trade, but Maka's not there yet. They have to get the touch. I think Huayu's going to have to do it. Huayu gets the overtime. Milgaru will swing. He has the annihilation to keep going. Ray trade comes through. Blade as well with this. He's chasing down Alpha Yi. He doesn't get him. Alpha Yi is giving him a slip. Alpha Yi has embarrassed him here. Oh. Alpha Yi slips away from Huayu, gets the kills, gets out, and turns around and kills Huayu as well. Absolute ankles and shatters. Absolute outplay from Alpha Yi. Such a good blade from Alpha Yi, actually. And Huayu, it looked, oh, the Ray blade, it was so scary, right? And this, I hope we get a replay of this last blade. This last blade is so good. Flora had a pretty good round there as well. Here we go, Violet going into the spawn with the rally. Oh, we don't even get a chance to see that blade again as we're going into Night Market. Wei have to win this round to keep themselves alive and to tie it up 3-3. Hazardous for choice from Milgaru. Ash again. A map that can be a little bit harder to play in this kind of flank-heavy playstyle with. Milgaru takes the initial dive in. Nara's trying to mark that. Dynamite doesn't go off. They've got pressure on the backline here. Huayu is on that left-hand side now as well. So the Zeta Division backline, they have to be careful. Bernard's going to try and get back. He's taking a lot of damage, though. Aid with a chance to keep walking forward. Looking for this Dynamite timing around the Matrix. Catches for Dynamite. Got all those perks as well, remember here. So he's got the Sidewinder and he's got the extra Dynamite, I think that is. We'll back up to point now, so Eight's going to have more limited angles. And Milgaru's maybe caught out a little bit here. Suzu's getting him out. Defensive wall as well. They can't punish Milgaru here. And Wei have control of the first point. Banara's going to go contest now. He sets up that kill onto Lee Min. And now Flora is walking forward. Maka is on the flank, but he can't do enough this time. And Zeta Division give a point back very quickly. They should be able to catch Maka here as well. Very hard trip out for him. Violet's going to get the job done. Milgaru goes over onto Bull. Ults coming up now for both teams. Double support ult available for Zeta Division very soon. Aid nearly has for Bob. Might just be a force point angle with this Bob. We see Lee Min encroaching on the flank right now in Zeta Division. They're going to be forced back to point here, so have to be careful if you're Zeta Division. If you find yourself holding on coast, very liable to these boots. They're trying to stabilize now. Aid is forced over onto coast. Slam coming through from Milgaru. Doesn't have the hang time thing yet. Will be boots off the map. Oh, just about gets the grapple in time. Back on the map right now. Defensive rally comes out from Violet as well, just to secure themselves on point. Wei are going to take a bit of a step back here. They traded Bob for rally. Bob is caught outside though, so Bob won't get all that much done. Lee Min is going to be cleared. They have Kitsune Rush to go with again. Whip off again. Wait, this time Violet's got him! I said Zeta have to be worried about boobs, but it's Violet who has to be worried about the boobs right here. Trying to pocket Flora out of this one as well, and now Flora is pushing aggressively on this flank. Has he gone too far though? No, Finn's got him. He's got the Ray to cover it as well. Huayu's going to play it into the Ray. They need to clutch for high noon. The deflect! The deflect gets the job done. Huayu looking for the finishing blow, but he's still got both supports to deal with. Alpha Yi is on the back line too. But Baby Diva's with him. It's just Milgaru. Zeta Division have control of the point. They will clean up this ball. And now all of a sudden Zeta Division one fight away from going to the Korea Playoff Grand Finals. They have Alpha Yi's Blade with which to do it. Wei don't have a lot. Ada's gone Tracer. They are in desperation mode right now. All eyes on Alpha Yi's Blade. He absolutely broke Huayu's ankles with the previous one. Now they come in. Milgaru has killed Violet. He's onto it. The sleep is dodged. They secure that kill onto Maka. They're playing for the flip right now. Just a slash through onto the ball. No great targets now for Alpha Yi with this one. They have to clean up the ball. Lee Min taking this duel with Flora. Not for the first time, but maybe for the last time. TP out though, and Flora can't find anything. Alpha Yi is low on point, but Mines are buying valuable time and space. Roll through from Milgaru. Self-destructs as well from Banara and all of this. Doesn't get back into mech though. Pressure onto Lee Min. Not out of it yet. Maka comes back. The rally was used by Violet. They're not going down right now, Wei. Finn's going to get betrayed. They should have the numbers to clean it up. Violet's going to come swinging back in, but now it's just for support for Zeta Division. Will get taken down, and Wei have one more chance. No ults just yet for Zeta Division. Finn is the closest. Lee Min has that Kitsune Rush slightly earlier, and Aid has the Pulse Bomb again. Aid, we've seen him do wondrous things on the Tracer. Even some cool stuff on the Bastion, but need for Pulse Bomb there, doesn't land it. Alpha Yi is touching point, will get forced back by Milgaru. Flora's going to catch Aid in main though. Lee Min has a Kitsune Rush, Finn has the Revo, ult advantage, player advantage here. Kitsune Rush comes in, Suzu is going to be used, Ray straight on top of it right now. Huayu is desperate for the trade, he goes for the dash through, Deflect can't get him. Stomp comes back through, Milgaru trades Flora for it though, but Alpha Yi are all over Milgaru, he is stuck in the corner, 1 HP life support, he falls. This is Zeta Division's moment. They've got him on the ropes. It's Maka and Lee Min trying to stall it out. Maka will get the next touch. He's dancing around. They kill the Bastion. Why are we back on Bastion? Alpha Yi will clean up the supports. And Zeta Division are going to the Grand Finals. Woo. GG for sure. GG for sure, right? What a great start.
결국 마지막 세트에서 다시 한번 보여주면서 제타는 역시 제타다를 보여줬고요. 웨이는 졌지만 진짜 잘 썼어요. 네, 진짜.
Why are we back on Bastion? I actually have time for it as well. Like, why not? Just catch someone off guard, right?
제타는 사실 뭐 명경기 제조기긴 한데 이게 승리하면서 명경기가 만들어지는 경우들은
We have a chance next week, and that's the beauty of the systems. This, yeah, it's like a TV show. This, your favorite characters, they never die, even if they seem like they're in trouble. They're always going to be back next week. Thank you, Vermilion here. Thank you for the Prime and 8 months of Prime as well. The nature of gambling, up and down, up and down. Now, what are you guys saying? The main thing that's putting me off watching CommanderX co-stream is that there is at least 2 years of theories that hundreds of people with higher IQs than me have spent hundreds of hours of studying the history of. So much so that I see a team win a round and they say, I see a classical cock and balls theory here. And then Lucio dies and they go, oh, that's a Frenchman's cum sock. They will lose like on a close map 5 now. I can't remember what it was. It's funny you use that one, but there was a cock and balls theory in London. I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember what it was, but there was cock and balls theory. I don't know if Chris is still here if he remembers, but it was 100% a time. Chris was doing a VOD review. He was drawing on the screen, and what he had drawn on the screen looked like the formation he wanted us in was in the shape of a cock and balls. So we started calling it cock and balls theory for a couple of weeks.
모든 팀들 중에서 가장 많이 발전한 팀이 아닐까 싶을 정도로 이렇게 되면은 다음 스테이지나 아니면 당장의 다음 아시아에서는 약간 그런 것 같아요. 이 팀.
But I can't remember what the theory is. It's lost to the ages, really.
근데 현재까지는 확실히 제타가 1타에
Good copy and paste I enjoyed that.
확실히 웨이가 웨이만 보여줄 수 있는 조합을 하다 보니까 제타가 흔들린 장면도 있긴 한데 두 번은 안 당합니다.
Does Wei get a lower bracket? So yeah, so they're out of Korea playoffs, but they're still going to go to the Asia playoffs next week.
후반부로 가면 갈수록 후알류 밀가루의 힘이 실시간으로 빠진다는 게 느껴졌었거든요. 마킹하는 능력이 정말 대단했었던.
Who we got? Violet player of the match probably feels too far, right? Yeah, cock and balls theory. Violet player of a match. It's probably... It's just Bernard, right?
감사합니다.
I feel like it's just Bernard. I don't think Violet's like an awful shout, to be fair. I think Violet had a good series, right? I don't think we're in like, this isn't crazy. Oh. Thank you, Frazzle. Appreciate it for 2 months Prime.
결승 진짜 정말 오고 싶었는데 이번에 또 우승할 기회가 생겨서 정말 좋습니다.
네, 그렇습니다. 자, 오늘 정말 세미파이널다운 무대가 펼쳐졌죠. 가장 긴 한타가 나오기도 했고요. 조합 물고 물리는 싸움 엄청 났기도 했고 또 제타는 준비.
Yeah, I mean, like, his break was good for it, right? I don't think he played bad at all. I think if you ask me to rank him, power rank him, right, it's probably like Bernard, then maybe actually Violet, right? I feel like Finn was having a lot of problems. I think you've got to take into account as well the nature of the style they are playing. Wayne, that is, put so much pressure on this backline, right? And we saw Finn. Oh yeah, sorry, you're right, Cat. Yeah.
Scary, I imagine.
It's like a really tough one for.
It was difficult because the opponent chose a battlefield that was difficult to predict, but we eventually won. Imagine if he just said, GG easy, didn't even sweat. Easiest game of my life. Didn't even have my monitor on.
I was playing with a Wii Fit balance board.
Why can't a losing team get player of the match? I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't be able to. I think it's only happened once in history, right? But people are so, like, winning team pilled. Yeah, I wouldn't hate it, to be honest. I feel like Maka has done a lot. Like, was he the best performing individual? I think, like, player of the match should be the best performing individual, right? Was Maka the player who played... Did Maka play better than Bernard? Is like, you know, we take the best player from each team. Did Maka play better than Bernard?
I won.
Yeah, probably, right? Yeah?
That'd be Milgari being knocked off the map in that final engagement.
There's a we won emote, not an I won.
A bit of disagreement. All right. Oh.
Has the team discussed playing a defensive position recently? He says, I think it depends on the meta.
The disagreement didn't see New Queen straight. I guess the question is, because even on the maps they did badly on, right? Was Maka ever the, did it feel like Maka had like an up and down series? Because it even feels like on, on Havana, right? Like,
if they catch Kiriko, they will go
Maka didn't really do anything wrong, or like anything egregiously wrong, it felt like. Just whole team kind of got blown out of the water. 5:40 in the morning. Stuffed with food? Or time to just mong out and watch a crazy Raccoon Falcons best of 7 then Smithsonian, eh?
The answer is, we have a friend-like atmosphere with each other.
Friend-like?
Yeah.
Would it go as far as friends?
Oh, it's Ramadan? Oh, so it's you're literally in you're literally in the feast stage. Yeah. Loaded up on Haribo's and Pringles, ready for EMEA playoffs. Looking good. Morning 7M. Did I miss a banger? You absolutely did, 7M. That's like, that was a series. That was a series for sure.
That is the question. I hope Violet says, I'll do one more fat Ajax for the fellas.
Yeah, honestly,
one more time.
I thought what we were gonna get is Way would do like a spirited, but probably just get like 4-1 or something. But actually, Way could have won that Lijiang Tower. I think it was
some sort of
even the first map as well.
Singing type of deal.
And the maps that Way did win, that Suravasan at New Queen Street, actually crazy maps. Actually crazy maps.
A little bit of fan service.
I should do the VOD as well before I forget, right? As we get ready for a bigger series.
Word to the fans.
That was just the appetizer, guys.
They said they will desperately want us to win, and we will achieve it tomorrow. Thank you for always supporting us. That's the interview with Violet. They have a lot to look forward to tomorrow. First
I've not cut
time
it yet,
OWCS
Wilder. Don't
final
worry. He's
for
all right.
the team. Obviously, they did play a final in Suit Invitational, but for OWCS, Harry, it's the first one. How about this, though? Falcons Crazy Coon, Harry?
All right, back on the highlights. 15k viewers on main. Feels like as high as it's been. Yeah, I never really checked for mainstream to see what it's on. I guess obviously the English cast is probably doing a pretty good, pretty big difference maker there. Plus, as soon as you slap a word playoffs on it. They're wrong on stream too. Zeta, what did they say? Zeta was in the last Korea Stage Finals. Have just taken the Spurs job in my FM game. Have lost the first 8 seasons. Am I cooked? You're going to find yourself in a low morale situation, O-Fish. So you just, what I always do when I'm in a low morale situation. Let's see how, wait, I just want to see how big Zeta's reaction is. In relief. Look at Flora, Ah! Relief from Flora that they finally got it over the line. They keep saying that Zeta in finals is unheard of and they've never made it to finals, but they literally have made it to 50% of the Korea finals. Yeah, that doesn't seem to add up. Sorry. We're spinning multiple plates. Low morale theory. Low morale theory is obviously you're on a losing streak, all the players start to just lose confidence. It's TU find themselves in a low morale situation. What you need in a low morale situation, wait until you have a game that you'll probably just, you're actually favoured in, right? Do the team speech, get everyone's morale turned up a little bit, and then you win that game, hopefully, because they're a team you should be anyway, and then you can snowball that. You snowball that. It's actually slingshot theory. Slingshot, snowball theory, all of these things, they all align, they are all connected. Praise their training, yes. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, praise their, do all the little things. All the little things that you maybe wouldn't normally bother with. Make sure you're doing all of them. Alright, I can cut the VOD.